everyone, and welcome to another session of, I guess I'm going to call it, the Bridges of Duskville, here with the Bridge Trolls. This is our continuing... You're not the Bridges. You're the Bridge Trolls. This is what you've done to yourselves.
The Bridges of Madison County.
Yeah, the Bridges of Madison County. There were only so many bridge puns and bridge titles I could think of, and we are going to get through them quickly. And I can't use of Terabithia, so I can't do that one because that's a whole different thing. Hello, everyone. I am your GM for this game of Blades in the Dark, Dylan McCullum. This is Hero Club, but this is for sure not the main thing we do on Hero Club. No. The main thing we do is our podcast, where we take our TTRPG sessions that we record live around the table, and we edit them down with sound effects and music into these tight, taut little audio anthologies of all different genres. But honestly, we're starting a little later today, so we're not going to go through all the genres this time. We have it in the chat, and if I've forgotten any of the genres, you can only tell me once you've listened to every single season of Hero Club and then also gone over to our VODs channel and watched every single episode of our 2 live stream campaigns, Pair of Socks Lost and The King of Tides. But here, we're going to play some Blades in the Dark. This is our 3rd game of Blades in the Dark, which is becoming kind of a maybe monthly or whenever the hell we can play Blades in the Dark with this lovely crew of players. Yes, Marty, your typing is loud, and we can hear it. But, hey, isn't that just how it goes with Marty? At some point, Marty's going to go grab some soup or some tea, and you're going to watch a fun POV shot of it. And so first things first, let's get introduced to our players for this evening. Let's start with, let's go to Molly. Molly, tell us who you are and who you're playing for this evening, if you even remember the character's name.
Her name is Kenna Evelyn. She is a spider, which is a character that is all about connections and planning. And that's and I'm Molly. And that's all you need to know.
Oh, Molly. Okay, wonderful. Moving on over to, the person who looks so stoked to be here, Marty Abby Schneider. Marty, could you please tell us who you are and who you're playing?
I was stoked to be here until people started ripping into me. And I was going to compliment you and say that the speed with which you did the intro sounded like you were on 1.5 times the speed. But anyway. Dylan, I'm playing Edric Merrowfield, the Leech. He's a sort of a chemist, tinker, jack of all trades, science-y, master of none. And, you know what? Cut me a little slack. I'm displaced.
That's fair enough. I will not. It's just, truly will not. Okay, moving on over to, my lovely friend, Jasmine. Jasmine, can you please tell us who you are and who you're playing this evening?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jasmine. I play Mira Bane. She is a slide. Yeah. She's cool. I like her.
We are still very much getting to know these characters. For those who haven't been here, before I get to Gabe, I'm going to keep him waiting. For those who haven't been here, you must understand that we are all pretty much new-time players to this game, so we're slowly making our way through this game, and we're learning at a pretty slow pace along with all of you. So for those who are coming in and you happen to know Blades in the Dark, so sorry, but also eat a butt if you're going to tell us that we're doing anything wrong. For those who are learning with us, please learn along with us. And that leads me to Gabe. Gabe, tell us who you are and who you're playing this evening.
Hi, I'm Gabe Greenspan. I play Abel Doswell. He is a whisperer. He sees dead people, but he wishes he didn't. Eat a butt.
Eat a butt. And now we are ready to get into...
Don't mind if I do. Sorry.
Lock in, Marty. Exactly. That's exactly the kind of energy.
The immediate pull up.
That's the No, Marty. I need you to go in further because that's the exact kind of thing I need during our first downtime of this campaign. We got a little bit into downtime last time, but for the most part, last time, which you can go watch the VOD, we basically just made our crew. The first session was our first score where they've played for the first time together as a group. Our second session, we made the crew, the Bridge Trolls. They operate out of a bridge underneath the old bridge. Basically, it's a run-down boathouse that isn't actually able to move quite yet. We know for sure that they made wonderful allies with the gondoliers of the city, and they made allies with Ulf Ironborn. And those are their allies.
I wore stripes today for our gondolier friends.
For your gondolier friends. Then they also made enemies of two of the most powerful people in the city. Not people, well, one person of the city, and one of the most powerful factions of the city, the cops. But also, that's kind of the vibe right now. So the blue coats are who they decided to go ham in hating. And also, Lord Skurlock, who I'll let you know right now, I have done a little bit more research on, and is pretty much a vampire. I think you could all kind of get that from what I described and the name itself. And that is where we kind of left off. We left off starting Downtime. The last thing we did with Downtime was that we got the heat. We did our heat entanglements roll, which actually ended up being pretty detrimental now that I know exactly what hold means. It means that essentially their reputation will level up one whole round slower than it should.
Why?
Because
What
when you fill your reputation bar up, if you have weak hold, what happens is you don't actually raise your reputation. You just go from weak to strong. So you have essentially a point. Like 0.5, and what happens is when you actually raise your reputation, you go to weak hold, so you always have to go from weak to strong to get to where you need to go. And so that's what I've been doing, is making sure that I know exactly what's going on with how the level ups work, because there's a few different level up tracks in this game. There's experience points for the crew, there's the reputation track, then there's individual experience points for each of my players. Like I said, we're learning. The experience points for the players, just so you know, players, I sent this to you all. This is kind of how playbooks work in a lot of other TTRPGs. There are things that happen. Basically, every single time during a game session, you do something that you kind of is emblematic of your character, is a role play moment that your character would do. You get an experience point. If you do it multiple times, you get multiple. And every time you make a desperate roll, if you remember, desperate is hey, everything's going bad, you need for it to be desperate. And you can also jockey for that desperate position if you want to get more experience. You'll get experience in the trait that you are rolling for, if you succeed on it. So that's a little bit of something to know about. But we are actually going to now go into Downtime, and I'll go into the actual story of this world. So, a few weeks have passed since the Blue Coats' retaliation on you. Captain Meichter roughed up your kind of boathouse, the Bridge Trolls' place of operations, and you have been trying to recoup from this very stressful time of putting together a new gang in this industrious city of Duskfall. Each of you now have the opportunity to do some downtime, and we're all going to learn what downtime is together. We've already done heat, we've done entanglements, but I'm going to go through and remind everyone who's watching, and my players here, more importantly my players, what downtime activities you can get up to. So when you're at liberty between scores and find some respite between peril, you may pursue 2 downtime activities from the list below. You also recover all your armor uses, so that just happens. So any armor that you use, that gets recovered, which is honestly maybe the only thing you just get is that.
Do we know how to use armor? Is that
I think if you had armor, only some of you. I think the thing is that you didn't all have armor, so it's not it's not like Daggerheart where you all just have armor.
Right.
If you had armor, you could have used armor to reduce certain things, but that
It's something you can take with us, right? It's your
of our
materials.
Yes,
loadout.
but that's also counts towards your load and your loadout.
Cool.
So During downtime, you may perform additional actions from the list by spending either 1 coin, of which you still have 4 coins, basically 1 each, from your reserves basically from the reserves from your crew sheet. So if you wanted to use the coin, you can. You can either spend 1 coin or 1 rep, so reputation point. Right now, you currently have, I'll let you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reputation points. Reputation, at the moment, you need 12 to fill up a reputation bar and like start progressing your reputation within the city. So they do give you that kind of thing where like you can either spend money or reputation, like literally spending money to like purchase things, or spending your reputation within the city to make more things happen, which is a very fun thematic way of doing things. And you each get two of these activities. So also for any downtime roll, you can add a dice to the roll if you get help from a friend or contact. So obviously you all have your own individual contacts, and then there's of course the illustrious Decker, your anarchist friend and contact from the smugglers, who is once again not a faction. He is just one of your contacts, and probably the most important contact you have at the moment. After the roll, you may also increase the result level by 1 for each coin spent. And so this is like, if you rolled a 1 to 3, which is usually a failure, it's not like, oh, I spent a coin to make a 1 a 2. It's I can spend a coin to make
it a 4 or 5.
A 4 or 5, or, yeah. So, here's what you can do. You can acquire an asset. Acquire temporary use of an asset. So you roll the crew's tier, which is, sadly right now, 0. The result indicates the quality of the asset. So 1 to 3 is inferior. So this one would be hard for you to get because you would probably have to spend a coin to even get one of those. Or you would need to have one of your allies or contacts help you acquire an asset. And these are items, basically. And tiers, just so you all know how that actually works. And once again, this is for all of us to remind ourselves. Like I said, this is kind of a learning stream so that we can all learn how to play this game together, because it's awesome. Tiers work based off how other challenges are. Your tier is 0. So right now, if you were to go up against the blue coats, like straight up just went up against the blue coats like you were attacking them directly, they're tier 3. So basically all of the things that you would be doing against them specifically, and this is not to say like if there's a blue coat patrol, you're going up against a tier 3. This is like if you're going up against the blue coats. They're tier 3, which means that pretty much everything you do will be of lesser impact because you are just so far below them. But if you're able to get like an exceptional or tier 2 or tier 3 item and have it with you, you would then be able to use that and bump it up and be like, okay, I'm using this item with me that allows me to operate at a higher level, that kind of stuff. So that's acquire asset. A long-term project. These are really fun. Long-term projects are, if you have the means, you roll one of your traits and you mark a segment on a project clock. And this is basically just you saying, hey, I want to do something crazy. I want to do something personally for me. I want to learn something very huge in the city. I want to maybe, as we were talking about with you, Kenna, because you took a scar right away, find a way to maybe, which is not usually what would happen, but because we got it right away and we're learning, find a way to get rid of this trauma from you, like maybe going to therapy or something like that. A long-term project would be like, hey, over the course of a couple of downtimes, I want to get this thing. And so it would be a longer-term project. And it's truly whatever you want it to be. You can recover. Get treatment to tick your healing clock, which is like a long-term project, but this is specifically to get rid of the harm. So like we said before, when you actually have harm, you don't just get rid of it by resting. You have to slowly get rid of harm. Harm is not something you get and get rid of easily. Harm is like you are harmed for a while. So if you have like a twisted ankle or twisted leg, it's twisted for a second. Reduce heat.
But
Say
Dylan,
yes,
some of us have taken harm.
I'm aware. Now,
Just
of
worried
course,
about that.
no, of course, the harm doesn't all. It just means that if you accumulate harm, it'd be a problem. Say how you reduce heat on the crew and roll your action. And remember, when we say roll your action, you all have the. I'm not the one who says what actions you roll. You guys are always the ones who describe what actions you think are the appropriate ones to roll. You describe it. It's kind of like in D&D when we do, challenges, like skill challenges, and it's like, hey, what do you think is a good thing for you to do? That's basically all Blades in the Dark is you going, I think I'm going to roll this. I just tell you what the obstacle or challenge is. And so you get to reduce heat on the crew, and that's good. Train. So training is you mark XP for an attribute or your playbook. So you just like mark an XP. And then if you have crew training, you get more. And then there's indulging in vices. So visit a purveyor of your vice and roll dice equal to your lowest attribute. Clear stress equal to your highest die result. If you clear more stress levels than you had marked, you overindulge. If you do not or cannot indulge your vice during downtime, you take stress equal to your trauma. And then all the overindulgences are fun things that we don't need to get into until you actually do them. So those are the downtime actions. I know that was a lot. And so we'll go over it when we go to each one. I just wanted to give an overview of the things you can potentially do. So, does anyone have anything that they already know they would like to do? Each of you get 2 of these actions. Yes, Molly, Kenna.
So I looked this up. I think how it works is because I got trauma in the most recent score, I have no stress. So
yes,
technically
you cleared the stress. Yeah.
I've cleared it. So I don't need to indulge this time because any indulging I do would be automatically an overindulge.
Yeah, it would overindulge, but you will take 1 stress when this is over because you have the 1 trauma. Yeah.
Cool. So I think that's going to be better than auto overindulging. Probably,
because all of the overindulgences are like pretty bad.
Pretty bad. So I'm gonna clear a heat. I'm gonna reduce 1 heat for my first action.
Okay, well, so reducing heat is actually you roll an action. So you roll an action and then you reduce heat according to the result level.
Great. Then the action I will do for that is I'm gonna consort. Consort.
Consort.
Consort. And I think Hannah's just gonna do the rounds, go to a bunch of the taverns she's familiar with, drink with a lot of the people contacts she's made, and kind of try to downplay what we've done a little bit. Give it context, make us look a little bit less aggressive than we may have appeared initially.
Right, so you're like going around to each of the taverns that you really frequent, talking to bartenders and owners, just saying like, hey, we're not actually trying to step to anyone. We're new in town, right?
Yeah, we're new in town. We got a cool boat. Like, it doesn't float really, but yeah.
Let's get that consort roll. Are you
I have 2 dots in consort.
Okay, so you'll roll 2 dice. So you'll roll 2 dice. Let me just make sure something.
Tower.
Are you getting help from a friend, one of your friends or contacts? So friends are, I think, on your sheet, and contacts are from the crew. I think it's more that I would be able to tell you. Like, I don't think Decker would be able to help you with this since he's an anarchist and probably won't be able to help in any way of lowering heat at all.
Could I, because my one friend is actually a Blue Coat archivist, Jaren, could I hang out with him to suggest, like, we're friendly with Blue. We're not like, they're not coming after us immediately. This is like fine. This, the tales of our standing up to the Blue Coats is not as aggressive as you might think.
Yeah, describe Jaren for me?
Jaren, he is an archivist with the Blue Coats, has been friends with Kenna for a really long time, since they were young. Because he's an archivist, I don't think he's really super active in the actual, like, military vibes of the Blue Coats. He's more in the background in researching and looking up things, and so Kenna has always used him as a source to, like, get information about different parts of the city, different crews, who's who. He's much more of a almost a data broker type.
Yeah, like basically when you grew up, he went straight, or at least what he thought was like going straight, and you split off. Okay, make a concert roll, and I'm gonna say add the 1 dice, and we'll see where this lands.
Okay. Nope. 1 6 1 3 1 2.
Okay. So a 6 is you get to reduce because you just take the highest.
Okay.
So it is 6, which is amazing. You get to clear 3 heat from the crew,
Woo!
which is great. I think that then, like, Jaren, you meet up with Jaren at one of the taverns, and Jaren just goes like, "So you're running with a new group of people? What are you doing anything? Are you finally on, like, the straight and narrow or something, or what's going on?"
It's, I mean, yes, right. I've been looking for people to help and be around, and we've really got a great plan to kind of start a business together. I think we can help a lot of people. It's been awkward. Do you know a sergeant? What was his name?
It was where is it? Captain Michter.
Do you know a Captain Michter?
Yeah, working out down by the docks, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very nice. A little bit of he's definitely eyeing higher positions. He definitely wants out of the docks pretty badly.
I would love him out of the. We had a really awkward interaction with him on the docks. I think he was drunk. I don't know. He thought we stole something, and he was really rude to my friend. And I'm worried that we ruffled feathers that I didn't intend to ruffle.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is, Kenna. It's a really hard job out there. You know, there's a lot of rough people out there. He's not my favorite kind, but the Bluecoats are trying to keep some kind of order out there. But I have heard bad reports of. I've heard some bad stuff about him. I can keep my ear to the ground just in case.
Thank you. No, I think he's very brave for patrolling the docks in a very dangerous area. I am worried that we got off on the wrong foot. So that would be really helpful if you could just keep an ear out.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, as always, I got into this because I don't like bullies much. So I'll look into it, Kenna. I just be safe out there and let me know how this thing goes. I like the idea of I guess, what was it, like refurbishing bridges or something? I like that. The bridges have been falling apart a little bit.
Yeah. No, we're definitely trying to gentrify that area a little bit.
Good. They're very nasty over there. So it would be nice if there was if it was a little bit cleaner.
Like yeah, like a nice little tavern on a barge, string lights. They're being nice to you, right? At your offices.
Oh yeah, I mean it would be super nice as as long as like there's no more spirits down there. That'd be lovely if something if they were able to like actually dredge that place and get rid of the spirits. But the bluecoats just have their hands tied sometimes with all those people down there. But yeah, if I'm gonna make sure that you're a budding business person, and if I see your name coming up in any way that I can, of course I'm just archiving some stuff. But if I see your name come up, I'll do what I can.
I would really appreciate that.
Of course, Kenna. Um, Kenna, I think you have always known that Jaren has like such a huge crush on you, and is like fully into you. And there's like moments where you feel almost bad about that, but you're like, and you reduce the heat by, it was 3, right? Yes, it was. Which is really good because you guys' heat was at 4, so now it's down to 1, and it's only going to go up with more. Does anyone else have something that they want to do for their downtime? Yes, Edric.
I must indulge my vice.
Yes.
I'm at 6 stress out of 9, and I usually start indulging at 2 out of 9, frankly.
Right.
So yeah, let's fucking ride.
What is your advice again, Edric?
On Molly's cool sheet that she made for us, it's not listed, but I believe it was pleasure / opulence or luxury pleasure.
/ pleasure.
Either way, looking at it right now, I think the Centralia Club is where Edric would go and hang out.
Okay, so Harvale Brogan.
Harvale Brogan, yes.
Harvale Brogan, okay.
Who Edric considers one of his best friends.
Of course. So, how do you believe you indulge in this vice?
Whatever is available at the at Harvale's club, the Centralia Club, Edric will partake in. So if it is a lot of delicious food, Edric is going to eat it. If it's hot singles or couples looking for a third, Edric is doing that. If it's fine whiskeys and liquors and booze, Edric is partaking. If there's hookahs, Edric's smoking. He's dancing. Basically, Edric needs to blow off a little steam, baby.
All right. You find yourself Brightstone. This is a nicer part of town. Always has been, and this is kind of, I think, this is where Edric. Would you think it's safe to say sometimes Edric feels more at home being in the nicer parts of town?
Absolutely. And you know what they say, when you go to the Centralia Club, you're family.
Sometimes may be accurate. And that's part of the many vices that, Harvale can help with. Harvale comes in.
Just saw Hale's
Slutty Olive Garden, yeah.
comment, yeah. And the other one. All of Hale's is...
But Harvale, many times, you kind of come in through a back entrance to the Centralia Club. There's the, front entrance, which is very much like cabaret, theatrical. Then there's the back entrance for the, the people in the know. Low lights.
Oh, the better entrance is the back entrance.
Yes. Well, at least
Excellent.
for you, the better entrance is the back entrance.
Lovely.
More ways than one. Got him. Absolutely got him. Harvale is like very tall, dark-skinned, like eyeliner, bald head. Many times Harvale will go on in drag, but when they're just doing their job here, we'll just meet you and just goes, Edric, you look absolutely awful. What brings you here?
You would not believe the week I've had. I won't bore you with the details, but what's going on? What have we got going tonight?
What's going on? Oh, you know. Pretty much anything you want. We have we have a few circus acts on the stage tonight, and they are available to be watched on stage and off if you wish.
Wonderful. I'll start with a drink, and then I think I'll see who's performing, yes?
Yes. We have a pair of twin acrobats who I think you might be very happy with.
Lovely. Let's get to it, shall we?
All right, Marty. As you're shown to your customary booth in this place, Harvale gives you a kiss on the cheek, and then I need you to make your roll.
On the way to the booth, I have accumulated 3 people. Just whoever.
Yeah, well, there's very much like a cabaret. There's a lot of scantily clad, both men and women, serving drinks and serving themselves in any way that they would like. Low lights, red candles.
Yeah.
And on stage is a variety of different performers, and some of them are in no way, like, it's burlesque, but some are in no way sexual, but everything is on the menu afterwards, basically. Any kind of performance that is happening, even like just a full-on stage magician who's like, ha-ha! You can have him later if you wish as well, which I think is just absolutely delightful.
It's crazy.
Isn't it, though?
Pick a card.
Yeah, pick a card, any card. Oops.
All right, what
So
am I rolling?
what you have to do is, roll dice equal to your lowest attribute.
God.
So whatever your lowest attribute is.
My attributes are like, in my insight, prowess, resolve.
Yeah, those are your attributes.
Yeah, let
I
me make
believe that's correct. It's whichever one you have the least amount of pips in.
Yeah.
But, but still have pips. I have some with 0 pips. I have some with 1 pip, and I have some with 2 pips.
No, overall category, like insight.
Oh yes. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
rolling in resolve, which is very apt, I think, for this.
Yes. So because there's attribute, then there's also, let me make sure of this. Yeah, because there's traits, and then there's attributes.
Yes.
And I believe that it's attributes that have traits within them.
That's right.
Great. So I'm rolling dice in my resolve thing, which is 1 pip in the whole category.
Okay,
so is
cool.
that 1d6?
You will roll 1d6.
Okay, great.
How much stress do you have?
I have 6 stress.
How much?
I
what did
rolled
you
a
roll?
1.
Okay, so you clear 1 stress.
Great,
Terrible?
cool.
Not terrible.
Not great.
Well, you could have also overindulged. Well, actually, I think you could.
No,
you would have
I
just
would-
completely. You
I
couldn't
can't
have
Literally
overindulged.
could not.
No, that actually was a really shitty result for you. That's
I think the people are boring. I think tonight the people are boring. The acts are kind of samey. I've seen all the acts. The booze isn't hitting. The, like, whatever's in the hookahs isn't, like, as good as it usually is. It's a bum night for Edric. But at least, it got off a little steam. That's something.
Yeah, I think it's one of those rare nights where you just kind of watch and drink, and you don't go like into the back rooms with anyone. And Harvale like notices and seems shocked and disappointed, almost in you.
Yes.
As if you didn't fulfill the promise of even being here. Like, why even come here?
Harville, darling, believe me, I too am shocked and disappointed. And Edric sits and stews and thinks of Ulf.
All right. You think of Ulf, rippling muscles, giant beard, oil splattered on this rugged man. Nothing like the sultry, slinky vibe of this club.
I smell
Raw.
a ship.
Raw. Real. And you see Harvale just goes, well, I'm sorry, darling, that my offerings are not good enough for you. Next time come back properly hungry.
Harville, I don't know what to tell you. No harm done. And I assure you, I shall be back.
Oh, I know you will, darling. Sometimes you talk far too much.
I could say the same of you, dear.
Get out of my club.
Don't need to tell me twice. And Edric flourishes both capes on, and then
See, when I said that,
whatever he dresses like in your brain around the crew, picture that times a billion when he goes to the club.
Mm-hmm.
How many feathers in the hat?
No hat, but so much more jewelry than before, and one of the outer cape is all feathers.
And just so you all out there know that the visual for Harvale that I'm using, not vocal print, but it's basically Monet Exchange out of drag.
Oh, sure.
And then yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just so you all know. Okay.
I like that.
Not the vocal print, but there he is. So that's one of your downtime actions. Anyone else? Obviously, we're gonna get to everyone, but who's next?
But we each get 2, right?
You each get 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm still figuring out my second one, so somebody else should go.
I definitely need a heal.
Okay. So there should be on your character sheet. It might not be on the one that you have. Let me look at. It might not be on the one that Molly made you. There should be a healing clock.
Yes.
Is there one?
Progression of 4. Well, I'm looking at the
Okay, so you have
original character sheet. I am bleeding as a level 2 harm. I have a twisted ankle as a level 1 harm, and for some reason I didn't write anything in. I just have a check mark on the second block for level 1 harm.
Yeah, you got hurt a lot.
Yeah.
We did jump out of the window.
Yeah, you jumped out a window at one point.
Twisted ankle, I think.
Yeah. Okay. The one thing that I'm not sure of, because now is that I forget exactly what treatment is. Because it doesn't have a roll attached to it.
I think I think that's up to when I read the thing, I think that's up to you. Like, I describe it and you're like, oh, you can roll this many dice. But I might be wrong.
No. That's what I'm just trying to make sure of that, because it doesn't say it specifically when everything else is a very specific thing, and I would just like that to be. Let me go to. So recover. Your healer. Oh, right, a healer rolls. If you don't have a contact or fellow PC who can provide treatment, you can use the acquire asset activity to gain access to a healer. Okay. You might visit a physiker who can stitch your wounds and soothe your mind. Your healer rolls, and then you mark a segment. You may heal yourself, but you take 2 stress when you do so.
For that.
You can also choose to simply tough it out and attempt to heal without any treatment. In this case, and take 1 stress and roll 0 dice. Note that it's the recovering character that takes the recovery action. Healing someone else does not cost a downtime activity for the healer. Okay, so it's just basically... Okay, so I just get to tell you who the healer is that you're going to see. So if you have a healer as like a contact...
I don't, but I know that our friend, Ulrich, right? Boxes, right? Or he was
Which
fighting
friend?
when we met.
Oh, you mean
Not Ulrich.
Decker?
Decker.
Oh, Decker.
Do you mean
Ulf.
Or Ulf.
Ulf.
Ulf. Okay, Ulf. So you want like full on street, like you want like Daredevil getting stitched up in a back alley kind of healing?
Yeah, but like with a real nurse like Daredevil did. Like.
Okay.
Got him.
I
we
think,
might actually be going to the same place then.
Okay. Well, then I think, sadly, I think to keep us fair, I think you might have to use an acquire asset, to gain, a healer right now.
That's another
is a card
downtime
asset a
activity.
full downtime activity?
That's a downtime activity. Yeah.
Okay, then
I
I
will
might
also-
not.
I'm down to, just so you know, use my other one to acquire
I
to
can
help
also do
acquire a
that.
healer.
Yeah. if
Okay.
that's
To make it
what you
faster.
need, Jasmine, I can
Okay,
do
because
that.
I have 8 stress as well.
Because if it's wool, because if it's
You have
Ulf-
8 stress? I was making such a big deal about 6.
I know, that's why in my head I kind of rolled my eyes.
Jasmine, don't roll. Be vocal. Tell me that I'm being a little bitch and that you have more stress than me.
Because if it's Ulf, because I just want to, because I think if Ulf is like taking you to another healer and Ulf isn't the healer, then it's like okay, this is an acquire asset thing.
We see.
Since Ulf would not be the healer, I think at all. I think if he's taking you to a night nurse, then you get introduced to a night nurse. But
I think I could probably roll Jasmine stuff into both of my things if that works. Because I was going to indulge, and then I can acquire asset for a healer, and they are related, and would help Jasmine's thing as well.
great, then let's go there first, and then we'll get back to you.
Cool. So Avo one night will be like, to Mira, like, you look a little worse for wear. Meet me this night over at in Dunslow. I promise we will be able to find someone to help you. Come with me. In fact, it will be fun to watch. Avel's vice is stupor, but it is drinks, drugs, and fighting. Basically, due to the way that his accident works and how he sort of acquired his whisper powers, Avel, like, only can't hear ghosts and things when he is, like, essentially unconscious. So his ways of making the quiet happen is by, like, getting knocked the fuck out or blacking out hard for, like, a weekend.
That's so
and
rough.
So he's and so he's probably going to Sergeant Velk in the fighting pits, not to gamble, to participate.
To participate. Yep. Okay. And this is stupor.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. This one is not as hard. We don't really have as much of a scene to do here. You find yourself entered in. You come here quite often, but I think you come here. But because you actually prefer to get yourself beat the shit out of, you have not progressed far. I think, if anything, Sergeant Velker many times will set up fights around you many times. We'll be like,
Right.
I'm going to need you to take the fall on this one. All right?
All right.
He's going to hit hard.
Okay. Do
All
I
right.
get to hit him at all?
Yeah, make it look real.
Okay, I'll take a couple shots.
Yeah. But not too hard. We need him for an actual fight next week.
Yeah. I understand the deal.
All right. You're fucking crazy, you know that. And you see a guy...
You don't know half of it, my friend. Let me tell you.
And you're going up against a guy who you know you could take in a fight. He is very strong, but he is almost like the Sherlock thing. He goes too wide. He swings too wide. He has, floating ribs. You could just knock him so quick if you wanted
I
to.
see the haymaker coming and go like, all right, this
Yeah.
is going to hurt.
This is going to happen. All right. Let's indulge your vice.
All right, this would be skirmish.
That's your lowest attribute?
Well, so they're all 2. 2 is my. I have a 2 pip
Okay.
in any of them.
Gotcha.
Across the board. So I'll roll 2 dice. 3
Okay, you reduce your stress by 3.
takes it from 6 to 3. I'll take it. I also was at 6, but I didn't whine about it like a little fucking bitch boy.
Look, I thought 6 was high. I didn't. Clearly.
It is high. It's very high.
No, you
Jasmine's
all.
a fucking loose cannon, dude.
Nobody has trauma here. Everyone take a fucking step back.
Well, if you all remember, you all did incredible work helping each other. It was because it was also the idea that it was a one shot, and so you were
Absolutely.
you were using
Blow our
every
resources. Who
you
gives
were,
a shit?
You were
Yeah.
using stress. You guys decided to do 2 scores in one night. You used like 5 flashbacks to do incredibly impossible things. Jasmine has 8 because one of her flashback was, I'm gonna talk to one of the leaders of one of the gangs and be like, can we be friends? And so yeah, that's what happened. It was a stressful evening that happened a month ago, and you're all still getting over it.
Yep.
And that is also why, if you remember, your reputation is ambitious as your crew type. All right.
But so that being my first downtime activity, the second one being like trying to make inroads with the person who stitches up the fighters. And trying to acquire that asset for me and for Mira.
And I will say this, you will be able to get a +1 die because of, I mean, it technically says friend or contact. It's like either Decker or Ulf, either one would have ability.
Yeah.
So you get a +1 die to this.
Nice. What exactly am I rolling here, though? Is it
So
like,
for any downtime roll, add +1 to the dice. So this is acquire asset. Roll the crew's tier, so that's 0.
Oh, great.
So it would be 1.
1 die.
1 die.
Here we go, baby. Come on. 3.
3. Okay, so it's inferior, which would make sense.
Cool.
And essentially this just means that I think from now on you kind of now have a contact in this way. You have access to Ulf's like night nurse, who
Right.
is not a great healer.
Can we get a name for this?
Yes, of course.
Not so great healer.
Yeah, of course you can. Her name, let me see here. Yeah, her name is going to be Mira.
As well? It's also Mira?
No, it's not Mira. Sorry, I forgot about that.
That's funny.
It's Lewitt.
All right,
Knew
great.
it.
I was
The
about to
afternoon
start
nurse.
suggesting.
Lewitt Oban is the night nurse.
Okay. So Abel, after sort of the fights, will meet back up with Mira. See, fun, yes. A good night out on the town.
Very fun. Super fun. So that the doctor,
Yeah, just come with me.
a
come
lot
with
of
me.
pain.
Yes, I understand. Come with me. Abel, bleeding from his face. As Mira's like, I'm hurting. Just come. Lewitt. there is a
I'm
friend of
also
mine.
bleeding.
Yes, everyone is bleeding. Lewitt, come meet my friend.
You both find yourself back in the crow's foot, in a little dingy part of crow's foot, right around the barking dog court. There's like a little alleyway, and you see the shortest, oldest woman you've ever seen in your life. Decker comes with you. He says, all right, here's the thing. Lewitt has patched me up quite a bit. So has done Ulf. The main thing is that Lewitt doesn't talk very much. Don't look her in the eye. She's lived through quite a few different wars and quite a few different battles. Some say that a ghost took her eyes a few years ago. Who's to say? He like bangs on a door, slowly creaks open, and just the oldest woman, cataracts in the eyes, takes one look at both of you. Only one.
Go. Get.
Oh. I walk in.
Okay, she's going to roll. I guess which means I'm gonna roll.
Better than me rolling.
Abel is enchanted by this woman. This is exactly the kind of contact that he wants to have. Doesn't speak, doesn't look at you, history with ghosts. My favorite person on this planet.
He's like, you follow her in to this basically apartment. Just her apartment off side. It is filthy in here, Mira. And you get set up into a back room, and the back room, oddly, is not as filthy as her main apartment. The back room, which has kind of a chair and seems almost more sterile, as if Lewitt does have some pride in her work when it comes to this, though you do see rags and blood and tools, but the tools do seem more crude, almost as if they've been scavenged from butcheries, like butchers and basically seamstresses and that kind of thing. She just kind of pats a chair very hard as she starts moving away, picking up different items, murmuring to herself. And you just hear loud banging as different cabinets and drawers are being opened and different metal and steel are dropping into pans. Running water happens for a moment, stops, more water, stops. You just hear all these things happening around you. Okay. And then I guess I have to roll this. Yes, let me just make sure.
We just want you to feel included.
Roll the whose tier, the result in the asset. Okay, cool. So I have the asset. Your healer rolls. So I guess it's only one die.
Come on, baby.
Well, at most it can only really get to,
Lewitt.
unless I can really only get to, because I can't get a crit, right? What is a crit in this game?
I don't fucking
I think
know.
it's two
You can
sixes.
crit
It's
in
two
this
sixes,
game?
yeah. So I
Oh,
can't.
really?
Get a
Oh,
crit.
sick.
I'll Google it again.
That's cool.
You could pay to have it be more successful.
You
that
could
way.
use is when you roll 2 or more 6s on an action roll. You could pay 1 coin to change it to a success if I happen to get a 6, if you wanted to. Okay, let's see. That's a 6. I rolled a 6.
Shut the fuck up.
I rolled a 6.
Lewitt. Lewitt?
I rolled a full 6.
Lewitt, my fucking girl, dude.
And that's good, right? That Dylan
Yes.
rolled the 6?
Yes, it is. So right now you would tick 3 segments on your healing clock, which wouldn't heal you fully yet. It would just because a healing clock is 4. If you were to spend a coin, you could make it a critical and heal 5.
How much coin do we have?
You have a group total of 4.
I think we each had one, and then
Well,
one for the group.
I had it in my notes that we had 5 coin.
You spent 1 to up your reputation with Ulf.
Good to know. And then I also
Yeah.
for the best.
Sounds right. And
Worth
then
it,
you're
totally
paying
worth
dividends.
You were very insistent upon it. I rewatched that moment, and there was you were very insistent. Jasmine
You're saying
more
like
than
the
anyone.
royal you, right? Like about the
Well,
group.
but it's led us to Lewitt. So
Led you to
Yeah.
do it.
Worth it.
I have no regrets.
no
And
regret.
and
So
after,
we each.
and after a score, you will also get more like coin. When you level up, you also get more coin personally.
Of course.
But coin, I forget if there's a place on your character sheet for coin as well. But I don't think so. I think I think it is a group resource that you can decide to use based off of what you want to be doing.
Would you
Use
guys
a
mind?
coin.
If I
Do
okay.
it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Coin.
All right, so it's a 5 now, right? So I have
Hey, the
one
woman.
So
tick
you
filled
fully-
out.
Yeah, so when you fill your clock, reduce each instance of harm on your sheet by 1 level, then clear the clock. So when you
Okay,
fill your healing
so-
clock, reduce each instance of harm on your sheet by 1 level.
What does that mean?
Okay, so if I have 2 level 1 harms, they both go away, or
Yes,
does it
because-
just? Okay.
Well, because if they're level 1 harm,
Oh,
they don't
okay.
exist anymore because they're reduced to 0, right?
Amazing.
And then a level 2 becomes a level 1.
Got it.
Yeah, so
How
healing...
many of each harm can you have?
2 level 1, 2 level
one
2,
level 2,
1
1
level 3.
Oh, 2, 2, 1. Okay, got it.
And
So
also,
I'm
if you,
still bleeding.
if you
but
have
it is
if you have like 2
1.
level 2s and the consequence is a level 2, it becomes a level 3.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Molly, you made a great character sheet. Like, I'm using the U version, and it's really good.
Okay,
I'm glad to
so
hear it.
I think what were your injuries once again?
I had 2 level 1s. One I didn't specify. I just checked it off, and one was twisted ankle. So both of those went away, and I was bleeding at level 2. So bleeding is now level 1 harm.
So where do you think you were bleeding?
I forgot what the injury was.
So tell me where you think you were bleeding.
Probably my arm.
Okay. Very roughly, Lewitt like rolls up your sleeve and sees like a shoddily placed bandage, and just kind of like, she goes, bad, like taps your head, bad,
Sorry.
and starts like and sews it up, but sews it up kind of incredibly well, in a way that is unbelievable. She takes these 2 planks of wood, wraps it around your ankle as a splint, pulls it tight. It hurts immediately. She's very rough with you, and also very fast. She assesses you every time she touches any part of you that hurts. She doesn't ask, does this hurt? She just like pinches you in places until you just go like, ow, and she's like, right. And you end up, while kind of beaten, battered, almost as if you had just been to a massage that really just like got into you. She shepherds you out of her apartment the second she's done. She goes, all right. Don't tell anyone I'm here, all right?
Okay. Thank you. I don't make eye contact. Like I was told.
Yeah, in your peripheral, you see that she like is looking with her cataract eyes. You see that she seems to be almost looking for eye contact, as if she's like daring you.
I don't. I'm like.
I will see you again. Yes.
Probably.
Come
Given
with
the way-
more. Come with money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oof. Broke. Slams the door behind you,
She is excellent, no?
and
It's great.
Lewitt has healed you.
Is Gabe going next?
No,
No.
my second one was
He
acquiring
acquired
Lewitt.
the asset. Yeah.
Is Lewitt permanently one of our
I'll say that
things now?
technically Lewitt it would be a temporary asset, but because it's with Ulf, I'll have Lewitt just be a permanent.
I will spend an
That's-
action every downtime to get Lewitt back into this fucking
That's
thing.
awesome. My next thing.
I will say that Lewitt will forever be a like low tier healer. Like it will.
Not
it's
in my
just,
eyes.
I was going to ask what, because I read the thing while this was happening about like
Yeah.
how an asset is kind of temporary. I want to make sure she's permanent, but you're saying you're cutting us some slack and she's gonna be permanent.
I'll say that if you wanted to acquire asset and like do another thing to like make sure it's permanent, and like maybe even better, I'll allow that.
If I do it for my second thing, can we make sure she's a better tier of healer and permanent?
Yes.
Awesome.
If you roll well, yeah.
Well, I can't promise that.
Well, I'm just saying, but you can but that's like you can certainly try to do that.
Ugh. Okay, can I do that?
Yes, of course you can.
All right,
I
great.
love that you're doing this.
Okay, great.
Incredible. We really are singularly minded in this group.
Yeah, the second you
We're
guys like an
we
NPC
found
I
one
do, you're like,
person we like.
Well, it's the perfect mix of it's the confluence of everything. It's an NPC we like. It's a healer of our wounds and a make the number smaller of the bad thing. Like, and
right.
that's I think it's such an important combination of two things of like, hey, your scary thing that ticks up is going to go down, and Dylan has to do Lewitt. Like,
I have a couple of different states of success with this. Even if you don't get well enough to make her tier go up, don't worry. There will be a benefit regardless, because you're doing this as well, both on Lewitt. So once again, to acquire asset, you're going to roll the cruise tier, which is 0, but because you have a friend, you're going to roll 1 die, Marty.
okay, so I'm rolling a D6 and that's it.
You're
Yeah,
rolling
baby.
a d6. You can also spend a coin once again if you wanted to after you roll the d6.
Guys, if I roll badly for this, I'm gonna spend a coin.
Let's go.
How
baby.
does the group feel about me spending a coin after this
All
if
in.
it goes badly?
Half of our money to Lewitt. Let's
Positive.
go.
It was a 6. I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Hell yeah! This,
Okay.
by the way, I don't get healed while I do this, right? I'm just making her better.
No.
Not at all.
No. Do you want to spend a coin to make it a critical?
But it's already a 6. So
a
what
6.
happens if I
It'd
spend
be-
a coin
it'd
and make
be
the 6 a
even
critical?
better somehow.
It would
if
be
it's a
even
critical.
better somehow.
How do we feel, group, about locking in like a really good healer?
We got a 6 on that roll. We're in a pretty good position.
I feel like we're gonna have worse rolls. That
Yeah.
may,
No, I know, but does
may
spending a
need
coin
points.
on the good roll mean it's going to be great and it's better to capitalize now, or is it just the type of thing where like a 6 is good enough and we can, like,
I think if she becomes an insanely good healer, we lose her a little bit.
I agree. She
Okay.
the sort
What,
of back alley charm
for the
of
role
her
play of it all?
diminishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So let's not spend a coin. 6
She
is
was,
great.
She was the coolest healer in town until she got so popular.
Yeah. Sure. 6.
Okay. So on a 6,
That's huge. That's
two
huge.
things huge. Two things happen. One, she will go up a tier, which will mean that she will, and she's permanent.
Sweet.
Which means that when she rolls to recover,
I wonder what ghost is in her.
I'll find out. I'll figure it out.
give me 1 second.
If you think
Forget
this is-
everything.
If you think this is the first and last conversation I have with Lewitt, you're out of your damn mind. I will spend a downtime activity not to heal, but just to visit this woman.
So, this is Edric, by the way, showing up and being, listen, I'd love to put you on retainer, darling. Throwing down some money he doesn't have, leaving, and then realizing that he's lightly impaled in 2 places. And being like, oh, I'll go back to her later. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, Abel definitely walked away from her parlor, like, beaten and bloodied, going like, this is good. This is investment in future.
listen to me, Lewitt, darling. These are the 3. They don't let me pick any of the names. They don't let me pick where we operate from. It doesn't matter. They're my family. And you'd better stitch them up whenever anything, it comes up. Do you understand? Now, if you excuse me, I've had a bit too much to drink. I'm lightheaded. I'm going to go home and crash out. And then he leaves and just like, oh, glass in my abdomen. And like, doesn't turn back around.
I will say this for Lewitt Oban. she'll now have a quality of 2, which means that when healing will roll 2 dice. Also, you can roll this. I will write this on your contacts.
Please do, because I'm not going to remember.
Luit will now be a contact for you in case you ever want to just decide to, for some reason, be like, can we use Luit? I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would.
I can think of so many reasons.
Yeah, I got 10 off the rip.
If we need
Now,
an old
I'll
woman...
tell you right this. Luit as a contact, not so good as Luit the
As a healer?
But it is available to you, and that's enough.
That's so fucking funny.
Okay,
Hilarious.
so
So
that is your 2. That is your 2.
Yep.
Can I grab Edric for my second as he
Yes.
comes back with glass in his ass?
In my abdomen.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Glass in your ass is better. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't notice until I was leaving the club, quite frankly.
Dylan, I would love to long-term project to maybe try to get rid of this trauma. Edric, can I, do you have a moment? Do you have a second?
Kenna, for you I have billions of seconds, baby. What can
I
I do
don't-
for you?
The last time we did our score, it was great.
Edric looks down at the glass. Yes! Yes, it was great.
There was a moment where I tried to shoot someone and it went poorly, and also I panicked. I don't know if you remember that. You probably don't. It was very minor.
No, I barely noticed. He's lying. He remembered every second of it.
Wonderful. I've been thinking about it a lot. I just am not in those situations very often. And so I think that's why I reacted poorly. If I were immersed in unexpected, high intensity danger out of nowhere, maybe on a regular basis, I feel like I could really, I wouldn't react because I wouldn't be as stressed, right? So maybe every once in a while you just jump out of nowhere with a knife, and you just do that a lot, and eventually I'll be fine with it.
I want to say above table. I was about to say that, oh, she's suggesting I do this as a bit, and the bit thing is the thing you're really suggesting. I thought you
It's like
wanted me
a
to,
little Pink Panther Kato.
I thought you wanted me to, like, make a gun for you or something. Like,
I
No,
have
no,
a gun.
Marty, no. You have been asked to every so often jump scare your friend in increasingly intense ways.
It is a true Kato situation. That is exactly right.
Kenna, darling, if I had... Dylan, what's the money denomination in this? Coppers, silvers, and something else, or is it...
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's coin.
Alright,
It's
just coin?
that is how they abstract it to make it easy for everyone. But
Kenna,
yeah,
darling, listen to me. If I received coin for every friend who asked me to jump out of nowhere and startle them for just to help them train to become more aware, well, I'd have 3 coins, baby. You've got it.
I sensed this about you. I knew. Okay.
Edric lunges for her throat.
Immediate screams, not reacting well. Fetal position.
You failed your first test. I'll see you tomorrow. And Edric goes off to bed.
Abel
Kenna's trying not to cry, and also-
walks into the common room nursing a beer to see the aftermath of this and goes, all right.
I like the idea that he didn't see him tomorrow, like he didn't do it the next day, and that really fucked
The entire
you.
time.
Hi, Stevie.
Hi, alert,
Marty,
hi, alert.
you're aware that the stream can't see Stevie when you do that. It's so small.
Oh, well, she's like really putting on a lot of
I know she's putting on a lot of
show for me.
So, long-term project. I'm gonna say, because it's still so early in the world of this game, I'm gonna make it a 5-tick clock. And so basically, for a long-term project, roll a trait and mark one segment on the project clock per level. So you get to choose whatever trait you want, and then
I'm gonna say prowess, I think, because that's what I failed at. So I have 2 pips in prowess.
And so I'm setting this up so that if you get a crit, you will basically clear it within this one project.
I can't believe, Molly, that the project is literally just attack me like Kato and the Pink Panther.
Immersion therapy. Well, Dylan's in therapy, and so obviously
Sure.
there was no other option.
Plenty of other options.
I got a 6 and a 5,
You got a 6 and a 5.
but just a 6. The 6 is.
You could
Good.
spend coin.
I'm not gonna spend coin on this.
Okay.
Then Edric would have 4 coin for people who would.
Are you sure? Edric could use the coin.
So you will
He's
tick,
writing checks he can't cash.
so you will tick 3 you will take 3 of this
Okay.
of this off. I will also have this
Sick.
done. Okay, immersion therapy.
I feel good about that.
Me too. I like it because it could technically happen on a score. So that's everyone's downtime activities, correct?
Yes, other than
You-
XP stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't done my second one.
You haven't. Okay.
No.
Didn't you
What's your second?
heal? Oh, you didn't. Didn't you indulge?
You
Not
Oh, no,
yet.
you haven't indulged
oh,
yet.
You got, girl, you
Jasmine!
gotta indulge.
You are
What's-
being too nonchalant about
What's
your
your-
8 ticks.
What is your?
Yeah, I have 8.
What is?
I'll be right
your
back, I
vice? What is your
Uh,
vice?
Gambling.
Right. So gambling. So who would you like it to? Is it like true like gambling like hound racing or like Helene at the Silver Stag Casino in the Silk Shore?
I would have
Or
done
is it-
bet
or is it
against
spo-
me. It was the easiest gamble you could possibly have.
Yes, you could go down to the fighting pits and gamble and bet on.
No, she said
Evil,
God.
but if you're cards, then that's probably the Silver Stag Casino in Silk Shore.
Yeah. Mira is definitely a card player. However, though, is there a way, because my contact is a tavern owner,
Okay.
would this tavern possibly have a back gambling house that's sort of like a more secret area?
I mean, it could, if you wanted, but I feel like just for the way that the game would work, you can have them be your vice purveyor if you want. It's just that if you link them as this is just how the game is. If you link them as the vice purveyor, and something happens with the overindulgence, you might lose both your vice purveyor and your friend at the same time if they decide
Okay.
to leave you. So it just might be a little bit. It's just a little bit riskier to link them together. That's all. But you can if you want.
I mean, in the future, yes. I don't know that there's any risk today.
Right. It'd be really
With the
hard for you to
8.
overindulge.
Yeah. I'll stick with the typical gambling house just
Okay, so
for future.
Silver Stag Casino in Silk Shore. Helene
If I
also
catch her coming back from Silk Shore after we all agreed not to set up shop in Silk Shore, Edric's gonna be pissed.
I mean, I'm sure you will eventually catch her coming back from the the Silver Stag Casino, a very famous casino. Honestly, let's roll the vice first. As Helene, you've gone into back rooms, I think, at the Silver Stag many times. You've lost money. You've been on highs and lows there. Let's see how your indulgence even went before we even kind of decide.
So
How
I
you
go with
did.
my lowest score.
Your lowest attribute. So of the 3
My lowest-
attributes.
My lowest attribute is a 0, so I roll 1.
Is it a rolling 1 or is it rolling 2?
Is it rolling 2 and take the lower?
I think it's rolling 2 and taking the lower, if I remember
Okay.
correctly. If you have 0.
4? I rolled
Hey!
4 to 5.
4. Hey, that's not bad. That's immediately so.
My stress.
You're less stressed than Marty. You're less stressed than Idrik now. That's huge.
All right.
So I'd say that this is a pretty much that you break even. This is just a day of you once again having like a high and a low of playing cards. What's your game of choice? Is it poker, blackjack?
Poker. Texas
Poker.
Hold'em.
Helen,
Well, not Texas Hold'em. We got to come up with another place where
we
the
can just call it
Hold'em is from.
Hold'em. We can call it Hold'em. I think you get really far into the tables. You go all in. You lose, but you had also, like, basically broken even that day. Helen is kind of like almost like a Molly's game. Like that's just how like Helen runs the games. She never really plays with you. You've heard that she's an insane player. And that you're someone that you just shouldn't owe money to, really. But she lets you into the game, and for a brief few moments, you're able to run the tables against some people, and that really takes the edge off. Because even though you don't make your money back, really, there's a few people that you do clean out, and that does feel... That feels really good.
Great.
You see a few people cry across from you, and I think every single time it's usually like a new person, and every time you do so, Helen just kind of winks at you. As most of the time, she's not even like walking around the space. She's mostly sitting down with her books and bookkeeping, as people constantly walk over to her to whisper in her ear while she's watching the games. And that's your downtime. The XP stuff, that one's a little bit harder to manage because we didn't like fully track every single one of the things that you did. Yeah, what you had done. So I think I'm going to probably kind of look at all of your sheets at some point and just give you like a blanket thing. Also, hello Raiders, welcome on in. We're playing Blades in the Dark. We're very new to Blades in the Dark, so we are kind of going very slowly through the rules of everything. So forgive us if it's a little slower than normal. How are you all? It's very nice to see you. We're Hero Club. Hello, Raiders. Hi. It is super fun. We're having a blast, but we are very green at it. Okay. So, yeah, because we didn't fully track like what you all did and how many desperate rolls you all had, hard to say. But I think you can give yourself the XP for the general experience points because you for sure fulfilled all of those in that first time. You know, I'm for sure you did.
So
what are the general XP? What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Well,
what am I changing on my sheet?
Okay. So I don't have your sheets up in front of me. That's the biggest problem. Marty, that isn't going to help me in any way. Like I'm going to tell you right now.
What? No, but it wasn't lit up when I did it.
No, it's not going to help me. It's simply not going to help me, bud. It's not Marty. Marty.
Here in my notes it says
Marty.
Lewitt goes up a tier, is now a contact.
Marty.
Is that helpful?
Marty.
Does that help?
No.
Is that good for you?
Was that good for you? Did you like that? Did you like that? No, it's simply not. I can't tell you how little good that did for me.
If it doesn't matter for like the score, do you want to figure it out?
Address it
offline?
later.
I think we'll address it later. I think it would matter for the score a little bit, but I think we'll just have to address it later and just go with like, hey,
all good.
We're new, you know. We're new to it. But I think there is. I did text it to you though. If you go into.
Oh yes, I have that.
Yeah. If you look at the PC advancement, it says.
Do you want to show it to Dylan on your screen?
I can't. Yeah. It's on my computer, but I would. But he texted it to us. So
at the end, it says at the end of each session, you review the XP triggers on your character sheet. So that may not have been made it onto the character sheet from Molly. It may have to be on the normal character sheet. I don't know exactly. So
It made it on there. It's under your playbook.
I did manage to get it on my phone.
It's under your playbook. It's under your playbook. Thank you, Marty.
Okay.
Marty, for the love of God. We have Raiders here.
Marty, best behavior, Jesus.
Everyone, this is Marty, and I'm sorry
It's
about that.
because the Raiders are here that I have to do this.
Lock in, everyone.
So basically, here's the thing. So at the end of each session, you review the XP triggers on your character sheet. For each one, you mark 1 XP if it happened at all, or mark 2 XP if it happened a lot. So the XP triggers are your playbook-specific XP trigger. For example, the cutter is address a challenge with violence or coercion. To address a challenge, your character should attempt to overcome a tough obstacle or threat. It doesn't matter if the action is successful or not, you get XP either way.
Right.
You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Your character's beliefs and drives are yours to define, session to session. Feel free to tell the group about them when you mark XP. So... And then you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas. So mark XP for this if your vice tempted you to some bad action or if a trauma condition caused you trouble. Simply indulging your vice doesn't count as struggling with it, unless you overindulge. You may mark end of session XP on any XP tracks you want, any attribute or your playbook XP track.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not just in the relevant thing?
Oh, boy.
You put it anywhere?
You can put it anywhere.
The desperate action,
the
I think,
desperate
is specific.
action
For the one.
The desperate action has to be for the action it was taken in.
But anything else can be whatever.
Anything else can be literally any track you want it to go on to.
Love that.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember rolling their desperate actions during the score?
I don't think we're going to do desperate actions because there was like no possible way to remember that, but I think that you can for sure. I'm going to say because you guys got 2 there, 2 there, and then we'll just say 2 there. I think that you all got at least 6 XP to use wherever you want.
Love that.
Okay.
That
Now,
seems
Dylan,
fair.
if under the traits and attributes thing, it seems like 6 is the magic number to add a pip to a thing.
Yeah, when you fill an XP track, clear all the marks and take an advance. When you take an advance from your playbook track, you may choose an additional special ability. When you take an advance from an attribute, you may add an additional action dot to one of the actions under that attribute.
Okay.
Is there a cap at this point on how high we can take one of those? Because I know at character creation it was capped at 2. Now,
That was character creation.
Right.
And then I think from that point forward, there's no cap.
Free.
At
Love
least that's
that.
what I'm looking at. I don't think there is. No.
I know that I'm asking this question coming hot off of a terrible vice indulgence. But
Right. Mm-hmm.
if I say my lowest amount of pips is in resolve, if I want to up my ability to roll dice in resolve and add another pip to sway, where my 1 pip in resolve is, does that mean that next time I roll a vice, prowess and resolve would be tied for 2 pips in the whole section either way?
And then you'd roll 2.
I would roll
if-
2 because resolve, but what were you going to say, Doe?
If it's the lowest, you're rolling it whatever's the lowest. And if 2 is the lowest one on your sheet,
Damn it! Okay, because finesse and wreck are both 1 in prowess. Okay.
well,
Well, doesn't that make prowess 2?
They would not make. Oh yes, it does.
Is it-
prowess is 2 overall, but 1 in each of the subcategories?
So Dylan, is it whichever trait you have the lowest one in, or whichever
It's
full attribute you have the
lowest
amount?
attribute. So of the 3
Okay.
attributes.
So even though resolve and prowess would then be tied for lowest attribute, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Could I still roll in resolve and roll 2 instead of 1, or would I have to go for prowess because the lowest traits in the attribute are 1 and 1?
No, it's
I
whatever
think you'd
the
be able to roll
attribute
on either
is.
one.
Okay,
So
and
it's
there's
so
no tiebreaker.
well, so Marty, of the 3 traits, because I'm trying to visualize this, and I think it's getting a little confusing.
This is why I tried to show you the thing.
Jesus Christ. So okay, Marty. So right now, your lowest attribute, right, is resolve, right?
Yes.
If you added a pip to resolve,
Yep.
right, then that means your lowest
Specifically to sway.
to sway. But if you added 1, then that means that your lowest attribute is either prowess or resolve, which would be 2, because they both have 2.
Okay, and I can pick resolve from those 2,
Well,
and then I
it
could roll
doesn't-
2 to.
It doesn't matter
You're not
which one you pick.
Because
They're the
it's
same.
always 2.
It's
not a pick.
always the lowest.
God damn it.
It's numbers, not the description for Vice.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Guilty
Gotcha.
Vice. It's just
Yeah, it's-
number of
Oh,
dice.
so it would go up to 2 instead of. Okay, I see. It would go up to 2 either way.
It's the lowest one. So
Yes.
since 1 is the lowest number you have, when it gets to 2, now 2 is the lowest number you get.
All right, I know what I'm doing.
I don't
Never
believe
gonna-
that, but
Can't
I
imagine that's the case.
I'm never gonna do my vice wrong again. This one thing that I do sometimes.
What's everyone doing with their XP?
Yeah.
I'm going all the way in prowess. I'm gonna take 1 in finesse.
okay.
I think I'm gonna do. I was gonna do the same, but I'm wondering if I should not do finesse and I should do something else instead in the.
Yeah, you and I are very
prowess.
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, skill wise.
It does legitimately feel accurate to my character's vibe to put 1 in consort, which does solve my only 1 dice during vice stuff. So I was gonna put 1 in consort under resolve.
Okay.
Gabe, what are you doing?
I think I might go all 6 into my playbook, trying
cool.
to build up another special skill for the future. 'Cause
Oh,
it's 8 in the playbook to get another one.
oh,
But I might build for the future there.
that's really smart because that's like the ones that you only get to pick 1 of from the whole thing. What happened? Okay, cool. So I thought I saw for a sec all of our screens got mixed.
Yes, you don't have
Yeah,
to point
I-
it out.
I know. Shut up. But that's pretty smart too. I really
I just think I'm okay with my pips currently, and there's some fun special abilities that Whispers get that I want those. They feel character driven.
Yeah, I'm putting 1 into consort.
Jasmine, if you feel like finesse is very Mira, I could add Pip to skirmish because that feels appropriate to my immersion therapy.
Prowl.
Okay.
Just because I was gonna do one of the like more dexterity leading ones anyway, so either one felt good
Cool.
to me.
Love it.
Okay. So you've all leveled up. Then let's move on to figuring out what you want to do for your score.
Yeah, baby.
And we're gonna try. I'll ask this right up top, just so you. Is there? We don't have to go behind the screen for this. Is there an out that everyone has to be out by? Are we okay to go till 10, 10:30, or is 10:30 okay with everyone here, or no? If not, that's fine.
You know I can go all night, baby.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Energy. This energy is
This energy is
unhinged.
wild. Then I think once we figure out what the since we are going to go into 10:30, once we figure out what the score is, we'll try to get through as much of it as possible, but we will take a break then. Thank you so much,
10:30
Gabe.
is great. Yeah.
But
Let's go.
basically, I'll tell you what. So we can figure out whatever score you want to do. So the score can be literally whatever you think would be interesting for you guys to go on. Any kind of smuggling that you think would be interesting, any kind of assassination you would want to try. But an easy way to start it off is if you can't think of anything right away, you can try to acquire one of your crew, you can try to acquire one of your crew, roadmap rewards. Let me see if I can pull that up.
Oh.
You mean like Lewitt?
Your territory where we like
The
build out our
that you
territory.
can build up
We
your
can't
territory.
acquire Lewitt, Marty. She's a woman. You
Yeah.
can't
Okay.
acquire women.
God, Marty.
God,
She's
Marty.
also an asset.
Yes, that she is. Okay, let me go over. I'm going to put this up on over here. Let me just get this all going.
Well, I see. We could try and get a turf.
So let me be clear what turf is, because it took me a second to understand. Turf is actually very simple to understand. It's just it doesn't say it right away. What turf does mechanically, because like turf will obviously be like, oh, like a back like alley shop or like a small little like not exactly a tavern because I say what a tavern is, but like a tattoo parlor or some like small little alley, something that you will own, but it will usually be owned by or controlled by another faction. And when you do that kind of thing, you will be getting negative reputation with a faction, but also probably getting positive reputation with every faction who hates that faction. In like one fell swoop, you'll probably get like -2 to whatever faction you assault, and +1 to like every other faction, because you're at like 0 with a lot of factions right now, because it's just neutral. But you got to start making enemies somewhere. And unless you just try to assault the cops, but it's a bad idea, please don't try to assault the cops. Turf.
Why wouldn't I?
Mechanically, what Turf does, if you don't want to get like a fleet of just, you want to get your fleet of your cohorts have their own vehicles. You guys don't even have cohorts yet.
I was gonna say, is our girl a cohort? No.
No.
Right?
No, she's
Lewis
not a cohort.
doesn't count as a cohort?
No.
Because I was
no.
about to get that nice old lady a car.
Cohorts.
And there's only one Lewitt.
Because even Decker isn't a cohort.
What does
What?
that mean?
I just want to get as many Lewitts as possible. So if there's only one,
Look,
I want to make... All right.
If you want to keep going down the Lewitt path, there may be ghosts and twins of Lewitt out there, but I don't think you really want that to be part of it. I bet you do.
No. There's only
No,
one.
cohorts are a full, like, smuggler upgrade that you need to do, and so that is not something that you have yet. That is not something that is being given freely. What Turf does is that if you see the reputation track, whenever you gain rep, you like mark in these little bubbles. Whenever you gain turf, you also mark in bubbles. And what the turf does is it means that your reputation score fills up faster, because basically the turf reduces how much reputation you need to get more. So
That
like
makes
if
sense.
you got a piece of turf, right now you need 12 to upgrade your reputation. If you got a piece of turf, you would then need only 11. And when you clear your the reputation score as you level up and stuff like that, the turf stays as long as you have a hold of it. So you can get a maximum of
makes sense.
6 turf, and then like
We only
it's-
need 6 rep to increase beyond that.
in many
That's
ways, if you think of it, it's kind of like a roguelike upgrade, where you're like, oh, I get this upgrade, and now leveling up becomes easier, and then I'll get another one, and leveling up becomes easier, and like that's what turf is. Then of course there's the luxury fence, where you can just get more money when you do jobs for high class targets. The idea is with these, you should be going in like the path that they have set out for you. You can go to any one of them if you want. It's just
I feel like
it
we
might
could
be
go
harder to
the-
just get like an investigation roll. Yes, Marty.
How do you feel
Thank
about
you.
right
After
side stuff?
downtime, I know we spent some coin. How much coin do we now have?
3.
3.
Okay, great. Just making
Should we go
sure.
right side turf, moving towards the Vice Den, the cover operation, the warehouse, all that stuff?
Yeah, I know we wanted the tavern, so that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say tavern.
Yeah, I mean that's
And we're making our way there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our way to the tavern.
If luxury fence were to connect to Vice, then I'd maybe say like luxury fence. But I think turf
That's
turf
kind of
to
its
the right
own-
is a good call.
All right, Dylan, we're going turf to the right.
Turf to the right.
Final answer.
Final
Turf
answer,
to the
turf
right.
to the right.
Final answer. Okay. So, this is of course going to bring us over to
The map.
the Duskfall
Yeah.
map.
Who are we fucking with? Whose toes are we stepping on?
So you're probably finding your way into Brightstone a little bit, which is very fun, because just the way that I'm thinking of it is that you guys are in the docks over here. If you remember, you're basically at this bridge here.
That's right. yeah, yeah.
Underneath it.
You're
We're
underneath
under
this
that
bridge.
bridge.
You're underneath this bridge. Yes. You're underneath this bridge.
So yeah, Brightstone.
So you're going to be heading off into Brightstone. Now, did I even have the Brightstone map with me? Probably.
That feels
not.
appropriate for Edric, right? Isn't Brightstone like the fancy
That's
place?
That is-
where the club is.
That's where the club is. yeah.
Are you gonna take over the land where the club is?
No, that's no.
Do it. Become the employer of the guy who was so rude to you.
Look,
How
that's
dare
just,
you?
Become the
That's just
exchange's
how-
boss.
That's just how Harvale acts. that sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're cold. It's all, it's a fun. You never know what you're gonna get with
I do
Harvale.
not like it. Be who
I
you
should
are.
never have told you about my nights out.
I
My nights
do
out are
not
for
like
me.
that you tell me about your nights out. You come back and you're drunk and you say, Abel, listen to night I had. And I say, I don't want to. And then you tell me a lecture about night you
are
had.
more than welcome. You are more than welcome to join me for a night out.
I
You
do
never
not want
once,
to join.
never
I do
once have
not
you
want
taken
to
Let's
me
all
out.
do a
night.
night out
I will
together.
not join.
I
not at
would
that, not
love
in
nothing
Brightstone.
more. You
I want
love
to go
it.
to Brightstone to take over pieces of Brightstone so that there are less options for your nights out.
The Centralia Club is a bohemian utopia. None of you would understand
Oh, the Centralia Club.
the artistic smorgasbord that's on display. Like,
I spit on
a delight to the
Centralia's
senses.
Club.
It's an
Ugh.
absolute delight to the senses. You don't deserve it, Abel.
Abel goes and cries quietly in a corner.
But you can
right.
come
He's right, I
anytime.
don't deserve it.
The
will not
invitation will always stand for all three of you.
I bet they have really interesting ways to knock you unconscious, Abel.
I need to stop telling you about my night because every time I come back and they ask questions about why are you so beaten and bruised, and I tell you, and I should not tell you.
Abel, there is a young lady there who can choke you to death with her thighs.
Okay,
And
okay, I'm in.
what? Okay, great.
Okay.
Tell me
This
more.
is happening.
Not one time in all the stories you told me was there a woman who chokes out with thighs. Lead with that.
Well, I didn't know which thing would pique your interest.
Three shots and then choked out by thighs is a good night for me.
All of that's available at the Centralia, my dear.
All right, then let's go take over Brightstone.
I am very excited. I think we're gonna take a break, mostly so that I can. Honestly, I'll be honest. Mostly so that I can, like, for sure figure out exactly what the faction is gonna be. That is the most interesting for me. So let's take our little break. Everyone take like 10 minutes, 8 minutes, that kind of thing. We'll be back.
Yeah, fine.
And we'll see you on the other end when we'll make the engagement roll and start this score.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Harvale's going to love all three of you.
Can't wait.
Okay, I can't wait to see where this goes. Okay,
great.
See you in a second, gang. Bye. are back. It is finally time for you all, the Bridge Trolls, to start making your empire. Now, the only way that you can do this is by acquiring some turf within the city, branching outward. Right now, you have a little bit of a hold beneath the old bridge in the docks between here and Brightstone. Now, you have a little bit of help because of the gondoliers, and you aren't as good on the top of the bridge. Underneath, you're flowing well. But on the other side of things, across the docks is Brightstone. Brightstone is a heavily policed area. The Bluecoats have a huge presence. Not only that, but you are aware of the fact that the Church of Ecstasy has a lot of established movements there. The church is basically the religion of this world. But don't worry, you're not striking out against them anytime soon. Right now, the biggest name on your list are the Foghounds. The Foghounds happen to be another crew of smugglers, and you knew eventually, once you made a name for yourself, that you would have to cross paths with them. Sadly, they do seem to be allied with some people that you've been friendly with before, the Lampblacks in the past. But if not you, then them. So you have to start making moves. And across the docks into Brightstone, there is a small little park. There's a larger park in Brightstone as well, but you're nowhere near that powerful to get to Unity Park. But right across the old bridge are the Glass Gardens. And the Glass Gardens is a place where some of the smugglers and some dealers are able to do some small-time dealing right off of the Ivory Lane and Glass Road, right next to Brightwater. Now, the Foghounds, they are also able to traverse the canals. The gondoliers have had some okay experience with them, but there are some secret paths that the Foghounds have been able to acquire over the last few years. The only problem with the Foghounds is that they themselves don't have a stable buyer. So they do small-time jobs out of the Glass Gardens. And that's what you're trying to get. A foothold into Brightstone. You need the Glass Gardens. Yes, Marty, you had a question for me?
Yes. Can we take another break and you can pick a different faction that we're not, that isn't close with any of the factions we're close with?
No.
So it's more narratively convenient?
No.
Alright, well, that's fine.
I'll let you know right now, the Foghounds are probably going to come for you anyway. Their whole deal is that they want to eliminate any other smuggling ring.
I
And
don't like
you're
that.
right on their heels. Also, in some ways I'm being kind. The other factions that run through Brightstone are so powerful. It's like the church. It's like, and you can't. You
How much
simply
it-
can't.
How much? What's their influence or their power?
Their
what's
tier?
Their
So
tier,
the,
yeah.
the Bluecoats are tier 3.
Mhm.
The church is tier 4. That's the highest it goes.
What
I
are the
still-
Foghounds?
Yeah, they're the Foghounds.
How the Foghounds? They're tier 1.
Right. Let's
And
take
We
the
got him.
Foghounds.
And they're still above you. Let's be clear about that.
We're going to fucking wreck them.
We're the bridge trolls. Everyone's above
let's
us.
be clear. You're not wiping out the Foghounds. You're just trying to take some stuff from them.
Massacre.
You think we're not trying to walk out the Foghounds?
Do stress to take them out.
We're ambitious, baby.
I'm aware. Okay. So, let's get into this.
Who's the leader of the Foghounds? I'll slit his fucking throat. I don't give a shit.
So, for planning an engagement, we have to talk about what your crew intends to do here. So you have to figure out your type of plan, remember. So you have your couple of types of plan. You have assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, and transport. Remember, you can do any of these things. It's like, you can, if you wanted to, you can assault their operation. You can steal their stuff and start selling it, and that's how you acquire their turf, that kind of thing.
Obviously, we transport. We just transport them away to a different turf so we can have their turf. Is that what it is?
I think
what
you're
if
misusing
we?
transport.
I think that is assault.
Oh, okay.
I think you're describing full-on assault.
We just move them. Away.
What if we? So the church is there, right? And they're very powerful.
Yes.
If there is a way
are
that
you
we
trying
could
to do another doubleheader plan?
No. What I'm saying is
Cheers.
we frame the Foghounds, we get the church mad at them, and then we let the church take them out.
Oh, we keep our hands clean.
We keep our hands clean and let them get pushed out by the actual big guns.
Okay.
We make them seem like fucking bigots and
We like
heathens.
plant something. We like
Kenna
deception.
Avalon, as I live and breathe, you're suggesting we throw a massive orgy and make it seem as though the Foghounds were the ones that threw the orgy, and then
I don't think that is what
It's the Church of Ecstasy, so I feel like they're pro orgy.
Let's be clear. It's called the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh.
Again, pro orgy. It
really
feels like
pro-orgy.
They honor the life of the body, and they abhor the spirit world. Entirely.
Okay.
That's what you know of it. There's probably other stuff going on there.
just some sort of like framing them for like
I
sacrilege.
didn't realize
or
I was
heresy.
playing a religious character. But
a man of God,
A man of the faith.
man of the cloth, or lack thereof.
Yes.
I'm also open to other ideas.
No, I like that idea. Just
Yeah.
sticking a more powerful group on our enemies sounds great.
Just over and over and over again.
Yep. It seems to be our motif.
before we land on that, could you read the options off one more time?
We could
Bill?
like take over one of their trade routes, right? We could try and sort of like.
So it's really that you're planning an engagement. So you have to choose what your type of plan is. And so you have assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, and transport. Assault is I'll just read them out loud,
yeah.
okay? Assault is you do violence to a target. Deception is you lure, trick, or manipulate. Stealth is you trespass unseen. Occult is you engage a supernatural power. Social is you negotiate, bargain, or persuade. And transport is you carry cargo or people through danger. Now, of course, you can, mold these different things, but that's the basic idea of what they all are.
I was gonna say I'd love to stealth or transport, but we can also sick a more powerful faction on the other faction. It just feels like what we did before.
It's very similar to what we did before.
Yes.
What? Okay. What if we stealth or transport? Okay, no, it feels like we did before, but what if, like, bad, heretical, whatever it is, spirit stuff into the Foghounds and then tip off and let things happen? It's very similar to what we did
That's
with
exactly what we did.
Everything
literally
cannot be. Here's
Literally,
another
yes.
bigger group.
This we would use a cult.
I was trying to work stealth or transport in. I'm happy to do
I
it.
mean,
sorry.
we can do a cult. Literally, I mean, what would you describe sicking the bigger group on the smaller group as? I guess it's applicable
probably
to any
deception.
of the things. Yeah.
Probably
deception
deception.
or social, or it's any of them.
It's
Or like
not
we
really
poison them
transfer.
all and let them, you know.
I just, my favorite ponies know more than one trick, darling. You understand? Like, just want to make sure we're diversifying our portfolio here.
Yes, we don't want
What?
to become predictable.
What if we have them all possessed somehow?
Oh. Yeah.
Avel, that seems like something of your purview.
I know. Yes, I know.
And it has the side effect of, the church hates spirits, so double whammy.
We could try to engage the spirit world to meddle with the what are they called? Ghost dogs or something?
Foghounds.
Yeah, that one. We
It's
try
like
to
we
get
poison their water, but just with angry spirits.
well. So, alright. But my concern with this is that the church will see that the foghounds are very anti-spirit and go, we should throw our support towards them. We also don't like spirits.
Not if they're all possessed by spirits. Then there's
I
no more
don't think-
foghounds.
I don't think you fully understand how spirit possession works necessarily. It's not just like, oh, let's all go have party, go in, possess, and just stay in bodies. It's not really how they. It's more complicated than this.
This is my last pitch, and then I will. What if we actually poison them in a way that leaves them all kind of like in a stupor, allowing all their bodies to be possessed, and we say, spirits, free body meal.
I mean, poisoning is best idea you've had so far.
It feels foolproof.
So assault.
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 We're going to
I
go
have
in
more
and
ideas,
try
but I
and
said I would
poison
shut
them?
up. Look, we could. Here's the thing: we could poison them fatally, which feels like a lot to do. Or if we only poison them part way, then they come back, no big deal. But if we poison them in a way that lets the spirit, I like other people doing the.
This is very clear that you like other people doing dirty work that we are meant to be doing.
I'm bad at shooting.
Your plan right now is make bodies susceptible to spirits to do bad thing, so that church will do bad thing, and
Well,
we
and-
walk away no problem.
And then the spirits are our friends and like, great, look at, they gave us all these great
I don't think
bodies.
you understand how spirits do their works.
I think we have friends then.
I feel like
It's
if we're
not
already
like-
poisoning them, we might as well kill them.
I hear that as well.
There's Mira.
We could.
Like, we're already poisoning them. Why not just go all the way?
You make a strong point.
Could we smuggle something into their headquarters that would bring a
We're not
larger
allowed
amount
to
of
do
heat
that.
on them?
We did that before.
We did that before already? I forgot. I'm sorry.
We did place thing in headquarters. We placed blackmail in headquarters of Sashes. Or something of that effect.
No, we gave them blackmail, and you placed also a
That's
item.
right.
Yeah.
And let me be clear to remind us of like the scope of what's about to happen here. You're not like going to get like they don't own all of the glass gardens. They're essentially like a smuggling route like a gang like you are. They're lower to the ground than even like the Lamp Blacks. This isn't their headquarters. You haven't seen their headquarters. You're not assaulting their headquarters. This is just the idea that like This is like,
like an
in
outpost.
The Wire. This is like in The Wire. It's not even an outpost, really. It's just that they hold turf. They hold dominion over this turf. It's like in The Wire when they like do deals on a corner,
Yes.
and they hold that corner. It's more like that, where it's like they own that
in
corner.
those terms, suppose we simply start dealing on that corner. What would that be? Like
An act of aggression.
Well,
yes, of
I mean,
course, but we're not
that-
assaulting anyone. We just start doing business where they do
If
business.
they are smugglers, why don't we set up to take whatever they are trying to smuggle, get to buyer first, and be the ones to sell?
That's fun.
Sure. I don't hate that. That's a heist and a smuggle. I love doing heists. I love doing smuggles.
A huggle.
We take out at knees this corner, we take what they have, and hopefully we get paid for payment shipment.
Yes, I love
I
that.
know Mira wants to poison all of them, and if that is what we have to do, then
Yes,
that is what
Mira
we have
wants to poison them. Kenna wants to involve the church, but that,
It's not very ambitious, but it is fun.
I
Ava,
didn't suggest the poison. I just said if we're already poisoning them, just kill them.
I think
I am
knocking
not
over their
against-
operation sounds quite inspired.
How do we
Okay.
do that?
How do we do a huggle?
I'll remind you. The game
We
is not
jump
about
into the middle of
planning.
the huggle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. We
It's
jump into the middle of the huggle.
it's whatever you guys choose to do. We will see what you did, and we act as if you guys planned a really good plan.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part, because there's no way I'm planning a good plan. I don't know about the rest. I can't speak for the rest of the group, but
Clearly, this indicates that we're very good planners.
Right.
we're great at crime.
So, do you all want to do a transport or
Hang
a
on.
stealth?
Transport and like cut out in the middle. Go in and
It
transport
feels like
their shit. Yeah.
like the city equivalent of like a stagecoach.
Like a robbery.
Yeah,
like a hold up. Yeah,
stagecoach
I
robbery.
understand that. Like, it's really just about like what kind of thing you're doing, right? It's not because here's what it is. So you're gonna do a transport,
Yeah.
each with a missing detail, and the detail is the route and the means.
Cool.
Simply choose a plan and supply the detail. So what do you think the route and the means is?
The route is how close are we to the water?
I don't have a map in front of me, but
Right. I'm aware. I apologize. This was not one of the maps that I had pulled up. But
That's all good.
basically, the glass gardens. So there's the old bridge, which I will, if you go to the, here, let me just go to the actual, over to you guys. I will get you to just the docks map. And I'll put all of them on here one day. So I'll go to the docks map. You can actually see it on the docks map. It's just kind of awkwardly shaded. So if you go to the old bridge on the docks map, all the way there, in the gray, is the glass gardens.
Oh, it's like right on the other side of the bridge.
Yes.
Got it.
and our little hideout is under the bottom bridge, not the top bridge.
Yes, you're under
Right,
the
under this
old
old
bridge.
So then maybe we try and take them out as they transport down the Brightwater, like canal or whatever that is.
So you're gonna like do a mid-canal?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
route
That sounds good.
route and means. So that's the route, is that you're probably going to go like down and around, probably with gondoliers, or like a gondola or something like that. That you
Well,
have now.
something borrowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess that's the means. Okay. Perfect.
Perfect.
When you choose a plan, you provide a missing detail at the point of attack. So yeah, okay. So item loadouts. After the plan and detail are in place, each player chooses the character's load. This indicates how much stuff they're carrying on the operation. They don't have to select individual items, remember. It's just the maximum amount they'll have access to. And reminder, you also, because of your abilities that you've chosen for the smugglers, you guys chose the ability that allows you to, like, conceal weapons.
My dog is a fucking piece of shit.
Great, Marty.
Sorry. I've been waiting for her to come back in for fucking forever.
So 2 items carried are perfectly concealed. That you guys have that.
Okay.
2 items we each have concealed?
Yes, and reminder that the loadouts are like 1 to 3 is light, and that looks like you aren't even carrying anything. 4 to 5 is normal, but you look like a scoundrel. Like, you clearly have stuff. But because of you guys have like 2 items that are perfectly concealed.
So does normal on us look light?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So we
great.
each get 2 items that are perfectly concealed, is what you're saying.
I believe so. I think
Fucking
that's
hell
I think
yeah,
that's
baby.
the whole point of a crew upgrade. It would I'll look into it. I'll look into it if that's the case, but I feel like that would be weird if it was only 2 items at all are concealed. I think it would be 2 items on your person, but who knows? I'll check it.
Then I'll go normal load.
Okay.
I'll look a little
Same.
scoundrelly. We're going under bridges.
Can I ask a question that you might not know the answer to real quick?
Yep.
Do you know what the difference is between fine tinkering tools and tinkering tools?
Yes. Tinkering tools are like basically at your tier level. Fine tinkering tools, fine items are +1 to your tier level. So basically, if you were to use tinkering tools against something like maybe a lock or to tinker with or like whatever, I mean, I think there's actually lock picks, but if you were to use tinkering tools against something that is like tier 1, right now you're tier 0, then you wouldn't be put into a worse like position basically because you match tiers.
I guess my question is, why would I ever use tinkering tools if I have access to fine tinkering tools?
I mean, does your character have access to that? Because
Yeah.
not everyone does, I think. I
I do, but both of them are on my list, I guess is what I'm saying.
I forget exactly why that they're all both on your list. It might have to do with load. I forget.
But fine is better than
Fine is
regular.
better.
Yeah.
It may have to
Okay.
do with load. I forget if fine counts for more load than not. I doubt it, but
Yeah.
I think if you have fine, because I don't think everyone else does, then you just take those.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you have your loadouts, everyone. Now let's do the engagement roll.
Yes.
And we will get better at doing this seamlessly.
No.
I hope to God. I hope so. Let me dream. Christ. Okay.
Trying to open the Roll20 so I can see the map. All right. Where are we? Oh,
Okay, so playing an engagement. The engagement roll. So 1 dice for sheer luck. 1 dice for each major advantage. So
I forgot that we live right near Daggertown.
That's where we set up shop, baby.
So, is this operation particularly bold or daring? Take 1 dice. Is this operation overly complex? It's actually not. Not compared to the last
Look
one.
at us.
It's just a classic. I'm gonna steal your shit.
Boo.
Hey,
But it
that's
could
good.
have been we poison them, make them susceptible to ghost takeover so that they'll be possessed.
I will
and the
say,
church
so
will get mad at them.
You take a dice for that. Does the plan expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? Absolutely not. Is the target strongest against this approach? Do they have particular defenses? Yes. So we're going to take a -1 dice, so that's a net 0.
Interesting.
Oh,
interesting.
but we didn't know that.
I
What
mean,
defenses
hey,
do they have?
The
they're called
smugglers are really good at smuggling.
yeah, the smugglers are really good at smuggling through the canals. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
Gondoliers?
The gondoliers, of course they can. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in this operation? The cops are everywhere.
Wait, so always we
Not
will
always.
have that.
Not. You don't always have a negative. It's just that specifically
so funny, though.
in Brightstone, the cops have specifically. It says in Brightstone has a particularly
fair.
high So
Cops.
much so that it says while in Brightstone, most engagement rolls have a -1 dice because they're just all over the place.
Cool.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, so that's a -1 to that. Are there any other elements you want to consider? Maybe a lower tier target? No. Higher tier target will give you 1. No, that's fine because they're okay. More or less tricky? No, we're fine. Okay. So I think that amounts to 1 dice that I'm rolling.
Perfect.
Let's see where you all land. Remember, this just determines the position of where you guys start the whole thing.
Yeah.
And this whole heist gets us a second Lewitt?
No,
I know.
if you ask 2 more times, the second Lewitt's evil and is
killing Lewitt.
haunting you.
2 more times?
Lord
Oh.
Skurlock has his own Lewitt.
Yeah, Skurlock's Igor is Lewitt.
A double
Dylan,
cross.
telling me to ask 2 more times is diabolical because you know I want to ask at least 1 more time and then stop.
Marty, you have to understand that I'm operating and talking to you as if I talk to my children who I DM for.
It's honestly a little too lax because I'm sure none of them are drunk.
But I'll tell you this. I as always am rolling hot. Because I rolled a 6 for you guys again.
Hot hands McCollum,
Thank
baby.
you.
Always comes through.
So you're welcome. So you're in a controlled position when this starts. So it's quiet in the evening. I think you find yourself the lamps are low. You are realizing that the best thing you could do is, like the name suggests, like your name suggests, wait underneath a bridge. So you find yourself going all the way to Brightwater, the Brightwater Canal. I'll try to get it on screen for everyone to see, just to give a visual. You've already bypassed the idea that there's going to be someone coming from below. Now you know that there are still some fog hound dealers standing in the glass gardens. You learned that you didn't learn exactly what they were transporting, but you did learn that this was heading from Brightwater. It was heading like further north to south, down and around to around here, where someone was going to take it from Glass Gardens, transport it through, and then, in a very roundabout way, transport it back through Ivory Lane, so that way it wasn't as seen. And in Ivory Lane, you don't know exactly who, but you know you know the faction. There is a faction, and I don't know exactly, Evil, how much you would be okay with them, but they are called the Reconciled. It's an association of spirits who have not gone feral with the passage of time. So I'm sure that you've actually had probably maybe a good relationship with them in the past. They're holding out against the passage of time. These are not normal patrons of the Foghounds. Like I said, the Foghounds will work for basically anyone at this point. They're trying to get some kind of foothold. And so, you all gather in your small little gondola in a controlled position, waiting for the first portion of this. You know that you can maybe get a handle on this. You can maybe get the shipment from the people who are shipping it. But you also are aware that they are going to be meeting up with their people eventually down here. And then there's going to be people who are moving back up. So how you get out, you're not sure. But as you are here waiting, you see their small little boat. They're like kind of dinghy. Instead of like a gondola, just like kind of little small things start moving through the water. So you're in a controlled position. And I will remind you of the things that you can do during these scores. You have the flashbacks available to you, but they cost stress, and you're all kind of stressed. So just remember that.
Not gonna.
Just remember that. That happens.
Just traumatized.
I have a question.
Yes.
I can't give one of my items to another member of the team to use, can I?
Well, the thing is that you don't actually have one of your items until you say that you're using it.
Okay, got it. Good to know.
So, but like, I think you could say I'm handing this off, but then it is.
But I did have to pick my 5 items before we did it, right?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, great.
No, you pick your loadout, which is how many items you can have. But then once you're in the game, you then decide which items are useful in the moment.
Got it.
Yes, so that's how it works with that.
Thank you for clarifying.
So a little boat starts coming along. You're in a controlled position in the shadows. What would you like to do? Basically, this just so you understand the understand what's happening here. The obstacle is this boat will come upon you and will potentially see you or move across from you. So it's all about how are you going to, I guess, decide. The obstacle is the boat is coming. You need to either get on it, stop them. Any one of those things is a possibility that you can do. And you have the onus on yourself to use one of your actions, which is attune, command, skirmish, study. You get to say what it is. You can also use your teamwork abilities, which are like assisting people, protecting, setting another person up for something.
And I?
Oh,
Marty, you're raising your hand. Your question, yes?
It was to the group. Do we want to try to stop the boat either as like another boat that is like broken down, blocking the canal, Breaking Bad style, or do we want to try to stop the boat under the guise of like we're blue coats and this is an inspection?
You make the call, and we'll jump into it.
Why me?
We can do
fielding
both.
to the group.
Well, because
We can have
I'll say
everything
this,
going at
Marty.
the same time.
it is one of those things where like the game is not really about planning anything anymore,
Oh,
right?
sure.
It's just you do things and you just kind of that's how we handle it, you know.
Oh, good God! But Jasmine also had an idea. So
I studied the boat that's approaching to just sort of see if I can see how many people are on there, how much cargo it seems there is on there, just sort of like generally give us a little bit better of a picture of what's going on.
I'm gonna say I'm let me see. I'm gonna say because of how we're doing this, in the nature of this game, we're trying to make it like that we just get into it. So I'm gonna say that with the 6 with controlled, you already see how many people there are. You see that there's like 3 fog hounds on this like little ship, like this little boat coming in, and they have they have like 2 small crates. And they're floating on by. I think that like the study is for something I think later. Right now, this is where we are. You guys have gotten here. You have the information of how many people are here. You're in a good position. You know what you have. You don't need much more information than what you already have. You're not shocked or surprised by it. That's the controlled position of it all. I'm going to just give that to you for I'm going to give that to you for free because I think it's like there's no more planning to be done. The obstacle is the boat is coming and will move away.
Is there such thing as like a scuba suit in this world?
I believe that
Like a
there
diving
must be
suit?
some kind of at least snorkel. I believe that there are some diving suits for sure.
In this world where like there's Leviathan hunters, I'd think there'd be like diving suits as an option, right?
I don't know if they have full diving suits strictly because the water can be like for prolonged periods of time.
Sure.
Yeah. Hard to say. I think so.
Marty, do you want? I figure one of us is gonna plan explosive. Do you want it to be you or me?
me. That's a me thing all the way.
Love it. So I think then probably Edric's already in the water. As this boat approaches, and we're gonna try and stop them. I think
Okay.
possibly in a hey, we ran ashore or something. Can you just like give us a tug or something like that?
Okay, so what are you doing?
I think I'll ask either Mira or Kenna, who is more persuasive than Abel, to do like we need to buy time for Edric to plant something that will take bolt out of commission.
Okay, so you're doing
one
a
of you
setup.
say-
So someone is doing a setup, I believe.
Yeah.
This feels like more of a setup move than anything else. If you're trying to set up a character with your action, if you achieve it, any team members who follow up get a +1 effect or improved position. You're already in a controlled position, so I would say that's a setup. So you're trying to buy time as you're planting this bomb. So, what are you doing to buy time?
I'm going to, as they pass by, sort of use my sway to be like, and can I use like, I have arcane implements. Can I just like have those out and be like, got like, basically a lot of occult activity here. If you pass through, like, I can't guarantee your safety. But we have someone out there working on it if you hold on just a second.
Okay. So you're just trying to basically
Love
say occult. Hey, we're dealing with some occult stuff. Make a sway.
And then,
it's on. I'm not the one who should say it. It's whatever you think it is. It's whatever
Yes.
you think it is.
I'm gonna use sway. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Can I assist? By having known that you were doing this, having Kenna's already downstream doing like weird lighting effects with like weird flames, and I've got whiskey and demolition tools and a lantern. So I can just like assist to make it look like weird shit's happening.
I do like how you're all telling me all the items you have when it's just like, that's just you, it's cost of stress to do that.
It does not, though.
Why not?
For me, I can do it twice without stress
Well, there
because
you
of my
go.
spider ability.
Well, then the spider ability means you don't cost the stress. That means that you just happen to have whiskey and you're using that.
Sweet.
I think part of this is that you all know that the gondoliers have the reputation of being people who deal with occult stuff in the waters. So you've been kind of almost using the reputation you have with the gondoliers, who also are allied with you and are willing to help in any way. So the fact that you are like posing as them is not even, or even maybe using the gondola that you're having and kind of using that influence, even lightly posing as them, they won't even see as a problem. They're like, "You're sure, go ahead." Like they're like, "Go right, they do what you need to do." So you're kind of posing as like, hey, gondolas, we're here, something's happening. So yes, take a +1 dice to this, make a sway roll. Marty, did you have a question? What's going on?
No, it's while this is happening, I'm doing another thing.
Well, no, that's what so what they're doing is a setup move to help your move, is what I was told.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yep. Great.
That's what we're trying to resolve, unless that's not what you're doing.
No. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
You rolled a 2
On how many dice?
on 3 dice. I rolled a 2, a 2, and a 1.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So that just means that setup. If you achieve it, a team member who follows up gets 1 effect. So I'm gonna say that the controlled, all that this matters, like, what this really does is it just takes this setup move from controlled to risky. That now the thing that you're about to do, Marty, the setup doesn't set it up at all. You hear this, like, what was that? I think I see is someone talking to us? No one was supposed to be here. What was going on? No, this is supposed to be free of gondolas. I thought we had a deal. We did. Who is that? What's going on? Right around this moment, Edric, this is going to be a risky position now.
Risky? I'm already in the water. Edric is at the back of the boat in a whatever the dive suit, whatever this universe's version of a dive suit is. Yeah. And wherever the water line is on the boat, just above where the boat actually meets the water, but like well below the edge of the boat where people can see, he is going to blow a hole in the side of the boat. Do I need to use an item to do that, or is that because I've been set up just something that we've
Well, you
planned to
weren't
do?
set up.
What'd you say?
You weren't
We
effectively
failed
set
at
up,
the setup.
but even that, Marty, that doesn't mean that you just get to do it. You still need to
Of
make a
course.
roll. And what items do in this game, I'm pretty sure they don't even add dice. They just allow you to do something.
Even do a thing.
They even
Do
do
you
a
have
thing.
demolition
Sounds good.
tools,
Look,
Marty?
we're all learning. What was that?
Do you have like demolition tools or anything?
That's
of that
exactly what I have. I was just making sure I'm marking them.
nature? Yep.
I think you do that, and then you get to use whatever action you decide.
I have-
The thing is, as
go
a GM in this game, I never tell you which one to roll. It's up to you.
Great.
So
So
you
I
can either
have
maybe do
two
like a
things.
wreck, a tinker.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
I have 2 things of demolition tools. I'm using one of them. And for wreck, I have 1 pip, but I also have the special ability of saboteur. When I wreck, the work is much quieter than it should be, and the damage is hidden from casual inspection.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. The damage is hidden from casual inspection. Interesting. I think it's just
Okay.
gonna be that. I think it's just gonna be that it's quieter. 'Cause
Or,
it's-
well, could it be that under the overhang of the hull, they can't see it from just like looking over the edge?
I think it'll just be that it's I mean, they're gonna notice that there's a hole in their boat. I think they're gonna notice that.
Is there a hatch I could blow open?
Well, I'm just saying that, Marty, I think the thing that you want to happen here is that the boat is stopped. They're going to notice that happens. That occurs, right? But I think what you're going to be happy with is the idea that it's quiet. Right?
Let's see how the roll goes.
Hang on. I
What?
need
What's
to
up?
put something right in the chat between us all. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm getting something wrong, but anyway. Demolition tools is listed as ×2 parentheses for me.
Okay.
I don't know if okay. Is that wrong?
No, it just
Who
takes
knows?
it takes two slots.
Don't
It-
do
it-
shit
Oh.
with
it
the
takes
goddamn
two-
sheet.
It takes
That's
2
terrible.
of your
right.
loadout slots.
Fine.
And if you show me that screen again,
I'm gonna show it to you anytime there's a disagreement. I thought it meant I get 2.
no, you just have them.
Just have them. You have
But-
as much as you need.
Okay. Well. Let me ask you this. Can subterfuge supplies work?
What?
I also have
Why are we
subterfuge supplies, and it,
Just use
it
your
doesn't say
demolition tools.
X2.
Roll the
Just use your
dice
demolition
for it.
tools.
All right, cool. For 1 pip for wreck, is it 1 dice?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 2.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. All that to get a 2?
But not all that. I got distracted because y'all were talking shit about me in the chat in front of me. In the chat that I'm included on.
We just were wondering.
Okay. I think you start to go like the boat is moving as like because they didn't get you enough time to go do this. You're trying to get the bomb and the demolition tools on this boat, but you think for a moment, right, they're setting me up. This boat's going to slow down. It's going to slow down. And as you put your hands to the boat, it does not fucking slow down. And the boat just completely scrapes the tips of your fingers and just fully, just like the skin on the tips of your fingers are scraped off, and you get a level 1 wound.
Wait.
A level 1 harm. You suffer a
But
harm.
I have 1 and 2 already taken.
You have both level 1s and level 2s taken?
Yes, I can show you.
Okay,
Wait,
well,
you have
can
4 harm?
Well,
No.
he
no.
would get a 3. He would get a level 3
on
harm.
my level 1, that on Molly's part is just like a 1 finger hold up. Both boxes are ticked.
So then
Okay.
you get a level 2 harm.
I get okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you get level 2 harm.
Right.
And remember, gang. It's going great right away. Remember,
Yeah, we're gonna win.
we're gonna end on a huge cliffhanger for like a month. Remember, you can resist these things. Remember, you can resist the harms.
Just by sheer willpower?
It's a rule. It's okay.
Remind us how that works, though.
And yes, and I will remind you to maybe have the scoundrel moves up around you all the time. So resistance is you roll insight, prowess, or resolve to avoid a consequence, and you take 6 stress minus your highest die. So if you roll, like you can roll, I think one of your things is like 3, right? I think you have 3 in one of your like
I
insight,
definitely
prowess,
don't.
or resolve. What do you have in insight or prowess
In
or resolve?
insight, I have 2 for study, 2 for tinker. In prowess, I have 1 for finesse, 1 for wreck. And in resolve, I have 1 for consort, 1 for sway.
Okay.
So I don't have 3 for anything.
Okay.
Unless you're talking about like in
No.
aggregate, I have 4 in
No,
insight.
no, it's the down pips. Okay, so roll, but you can, if you want, you can resist this, but you just may take a lot of stress.
I just don't think it's worth it. I have 5
Okay.
stress already. Yeah.
Okay, so that's where we're at now. The boat continues forward. They start moving. You are still in a risky position. You have taken a harm underneath the boat. No bomb has gone off. They don't seem to believe you, but remember, I do not roll for their actions. You just continue to start acting. So that's the obstacle. The boat is continuing to move as they start to kind of raise weapons towards you.
I take a pistol out and I shoot them.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Okay. Amazing.
Abel is like sitting with the oars in the gondola going, oh no.
This did not go the way you thought it would. You are in a risky position. What are you rolling for this?
I am going to, can I sort of study them just so like once I see that they're about to pull out their gun, I go first?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're
Okay.
trying to quick draw on them as they're like starting to raise weapons towards you.
Like Deadeye and Red Dead.
Yes, it's exactly a red eye. Deadeye and Red Dead.
That's 2 4s? Does that count for anything?
No, it's not a crit, but it is a partial
Great.
success.
Great.
Which is still going to be something towards you. So, the shots ring out. You shoot. You shoot one of them in the arm. Just. A shot goes out towards you. It goes wide. But you now find yourself in a desperate position. As things, like all of you are in a desperate position. Like you're now in a desperate position as you've shot a guy in the arm, didn't incapacitate him, but shot goes wide, but now all of their guns are raised towards all of you. I think we got some scavengers.
Can I flashback?
Of course you can flashback.
I think Hannah is familiar with Edric's wrecking abilities and his bombs and has complete confidence in them. Kenna does not have a lot of confidence in Edric's swimming ability.
Uh-huh.
So I think she thought it would be a good idea to have a backup plan to stop the boats. And worked with our gondolier friends to, in case the bomb didn't work in the position, she's ahead because she was doing the flames on the
Yes.
whiskey. And where she is, there is a net secured like just at the water line with a number of like chains and anchors, and the gondoliers help set it up to try to stop the boats if the bomb failed.
Okay, so like as they kind of go towards it and go away, you have basically like a net line to pull.
Yeah.
As they kind of go into it. Okay.
Which hopefully
gonna
will like also like knock them off balance a little.
I'm gonna say that this is gonna cost 1 stress.
Cool.
This is gonna cost 1 stress as you go in with Griggs and start setting this up. Griggs just goes like, "Oh, Miss Keena, I don't know exactly what we're doing, but you know, we're not many people are gonna be able to come in through here. It's gonna be quite a lot to take this down. Oh, are you sure about this?"
I will help take it down. I owe you so many drinks. We'll have a takedown party. It'll be really fun. Like the taking down a party is just as fun as the party itself. So I don't worry about that. Totally gonna be fine. And I owe you a favor. I owe you a big favor. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We flash back as they all start pulling their guns out, pointing it at you specifically, you're in the water still, Edric. So really, they're just pointing their guns out at Mira, and as he's like, "Hold up, hold it! Shot me! Get her!" And like, shot it. We'll get her. Don't worry. Their boat then pretty much quickly just gets stopped completely by this like rope, this net of chains. The boat has now stopped. The obstacle is still that there are 3 guys here. The cargo is there. Their guns are pointed at Mira. What are you all doing?
I would like to pop out from
Yeah.
from below the boat.
The water.
Yeah,
And according to this thing, the Blades in the Dark, like big old rules sheet, trance powder on a bandolier comes with 3 uses.
Okay.
Is that correct? I mean, like it says.
If it says that's what
If it
happens,
says-
that must be true. What does that do?
Okay, great. I would like to hang on. It's right here. Trance powder. A glittering blue powder induces a pleasant hypnotic trance when inhaled. So I'm just gonna come up, pull it out, and just on all these guys, and put them into a
love
nice
that.
trance.
I love
Okay,
that.
I love that. What are you rolling for that?
I am going to roll. I'm gonna say Tinker, cause it's from my bandolier. I just pulled it out, grabbed it real quick from my Tinker's setup. So I'm and
Can I
have-
assist? Can I
Yeah.
assist because all their eyes are on me? Can I? Would this be like a stress to just sort of like
Yeah,
maybe flip them off or
all
just
assists.
something?
All assists are a stress, and
stress.
you are stressed as you have these guns trained on you. But there's a brief moment when they get like backed up with the chains. It's not like the boat completely fails or crashes or just is destroyed. It just fully gets gummed up and slowed down. But the one that is like still shot is now kind of trying to motion for you to get back onto the boat. I think, or to get onto the boat. You start like stepping closer and closer as you see a bloody hand reach up on top of the boat, kind of fumble into a bandolier, and just kind of this powder behind them as they're all trained on you. So you take a stress. Marty, add a dice to this roll.
Great. So I have 2 pips already. It's 3 pips because I'm adding a dice.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, hang on. All right, that's a 4, 4, and 6.
Okay, so that's a 6. That's a 6.
Right.
You do it. So, you were, this is good because you were still in a desperate position. Marty, you were in desperate, and you succeeded. I believe that is where you mark an XP. So you
That's
gain an
XP,
XP
baby.
there.
Oh, great.
So you do it instantly. These, I'll say, instantly. These guys just
in that one specifically, Marty. So in your Tinker.
Yeah, in Tinker.
Oh,
Insight,
thank
rather.
you.
yeah.
Not in
These are-
Insight, in Tinker specifically.
In Insight.
In
Okay,
insight.
great.
In
Yeah.
insight.
Okay, cool.
Does it say like
Thank you.
what does the say on the hypnotic thing of anyone who inhales it basically?
Yeah, so trance powder is a glittering blue powder, induces a pleasant hypnotic trance when inhaled.
Okay, so they
And
all
it has,
just
yeah.
kind of like
Go ahead.
whoa, what's happening? What's going on? I don't know. I've been shot. No. Are you
Edric
bleeding?
just sort of-
All right. They are pretty much out of it, but they're still there. The cargo is on the ship. Shots have rung out. You're still in a risky position now. What are you all doing?
Let's unload the cargo.
It will be weird if different boat shows up now. I take over. Abel will sort of like hop. Are we close enough that I could like jump from the bow to bow kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Great.
for sure.
Um,
Because the boat is completely stopped. You could have like easily rowed yourself over to it.
Awesome. Great.
I'm gonna. Can I like sway them in their delirious state to be like, you're supposed to come onto this ship now?
Well,
This is your,
let's
like-
focus on. Let's start with Gabe.
Okay.
I'm fine for this to be happening simultaneously. If this
Okay,
is the
sure.
setup. Or
Okay,
something
this is
like
a setup move.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a setup.
Because you plan on taking their boat, right, Gabe?
100%.
So we can't have them on that ship. So, right. If that's right.
Sure.
Okay.
So do a sway.
Okay. Four?
4. I think the two who you didn't shoot pretty quickly are just like, all right, yeah, that sounds good. All right, so that's very nice. A friendly spirit in the canals, right? Of course, we're so silly. And they get off on the boat. The one that you did shoot looks at you and goes, "You're a demon. I think you're a demon."
Sleeper hold from behind him.
I'll I'll give you, because I'm gonna say the complication is that it's still there. So here, you do the sleeper hold. You're gonna be set up though, so you're in a improved position. You're in complete control.
Great.
So you're completely controlled. Go ahead.
That doesn't add a die or anything, right? It
No,
gives
no,
me
it's
a-
just it's if you fall, like if you fail, it's way better to fail uncontrolled,
Great,
where it's like
great.
it's
This
not
is
that.
skirmish on this one, yeah.
Okay.
A 3.
A 3. Okay, so you try to get him, but you're trying to do a sleeper hold, but the problem is he's already so limp that like he's
so
not
loose.
he's so loose that he's not tensing up enough. So you can press on by like doing a risky opportunity, or you can try a different approach. So you can try it again in a risky way.
Yeah, I want to put this dude to
Okay.
sleep.
Okay, so you can do it again in a risky way.
I really want to put him out. Fucking 3.
Okay. I think out of nowhere, basically, this guy like resists you really hard out of nowhere and just flips you out of the boat. Like out of nowhere.
Fucker.
Flips you out of the boat. I think you just hit your back on the way out. You suffer 1 harm.
Can I have armor in my load that would make that less?
Yes, I
thing?
forget exactly how armor works. I apologize.
I also don't know how it works. In
Let
terms
me-
of maybe lessening
Resistance
harm,
and
but that's what
armor.
I'm
Here we
hoping
go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Resistance and armor. If you have a type of armor that applies to the situation, you can mark an armor box to reduce or avoid a consequence instead of rolling to resist. Yeah.
for. Okay.
So yeah, you can mark that armor as basically you just get like knocked onto your back into the water.
Great.
But the guy is still on the boat in front of Ymira. As he kind of like looks dazed, but starts looking at his pistol towards you.
Can I shoot him
You're gonna shoot him? Okay, go ahead and shoot him.
from the shore? I guess.
Yeah.
You trigger happy motherfuckers.
Roll. Go ahead.
Okay. I have 2 in finesse, and I'm using a concealed palm pistol, so I think it's finesse.
Okay. I think for you, you're controlled right now because you're just standing there. No one's threatening
On the
you at all.
This time I got him. 5.
5. Okay. Yeah, you have you shoot him again. You shoot him, falls off the boat into the canal. The other guys are kind of oblivious, but you do realize that was like that gunshot was maybe like the 3rd gunshot that's happened, or the 2nd gunshot, and it was really loud. The 2nd gunshot that's happened, it was really loud, and you start to hear the sounds of patrol moving forward, moving towards you. And I think that's where we're going to have to end for this evening.
Jesus.
I think that's where we're going to have to end for this evening. Thank you so
my
much for being here.
God.
I know it's going to be a hard lift because you guys are going to have to try to remember everything and where we are, but we'll just have to remember that basically you're in the canal, you guys got rid of the the foghounds, but patrols of either foghounds you don't know or bluecoats are coming for you, and that's the first complication that you're going to have to deal with as we try to figure out how to end this theft, this heist, and what to do with this cargo the next time we come back here, which I'm very excited to do, because I want to see what happens here. I want to see what you do with the foghounds. Those rolls really, you guys were in a primo. I rolled great. Let me be clear. I rolled great.
You set us up well, and we squandered it.
Yeah, that was going to be a clear, you guys bombed the boat, and it's all gravy. And that is
Easy
not
peasy.
what happened. But you guys have successfully dealt with the foghounds. I think one of them's dead in the water, though, and two of them are just high on a boat. And that's fun.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm in the water,
Yeah.
so, you know.
Yeah, you're in
Oh,
the water.
boy.
Well,
Yeah.
I can see the body fall. We'll
I
figure
think
that
it's
out.
going well.
Well,
I
he
think
got
it's going
shot
well.
twice
I think
now.
we're okay.
I think he might be dead.
He might be dead. I'm just thinking, like, I could maybe, like, grab his jacket or something like that.
Oh, there's
if it's,
tons
like-
that you can do.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I hope that we will remember it next time, all of us. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I really
I'm
do
going to say
love...
this.
What, Marty?
I'm going to say this right now. I'm positive I'm going to remember it. No matter what.
Yeah, Marty.
No matter what you say next, I just can promise everyone that I will remember everything to a T. Go ahead, Dylan. Sorry.
I think you broke Dylan.
No, it's the energy with which Marty came in. I think Marty getting his fingers scraped on the bottom of that boat really broke him a little bit.
I just thought I was safe in the water.
Thank you so much for being here. We really do have a great time playing this game, and I hope that more and more we play it, we will find a little bit more, fluency with it. Me included. I'm literally, I think you hear it on the mic, flipping through so many fucking papers all the time. Of course, you don't hear it as clearly as Marty typing, but that's a whole other story.
Nothing good.
Well, thank you so much, gang, for being here. We will be back at some point in the future because I really do like playing this and I want to play with my friends some more. Say goodnight, everyone. Say goodnight, Gabe.
Good night, everyone.
Say goodnight, Jasmine.
Good night.
Say goodnight, Molly.
Good night, Molly.
And say goodnight, Marty.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. We will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.